Hello everyone. Welcome to Home Gate Institute. Myself Amarnath, faculty for Aptitude, Pure Maths and Reasoning. So today's class specialty is our intention is those who are appearing for GATE 2024 examination, they need quick revision. So they already prepared for 1 year or some people more than 1 year. So with good preparation and strategies and all. But whatever you did so far, it will be beneficial and fruitful only if you have the perfect practice or perfect revision, right? So to revise the concept in the short span, so what we are doing is we are going with quick revision marathon sessions. Okay, continuous sessions for 3 hours, 4 hours like that, so that the subject will be covered in a clear and complete full manner to you. Okay, so in this session I am covering the aptitude. So part for you in for the GATE 2024 examination. Okay, right. Let us see what we are covering in this one. So in this one, I will write the number question topics like this, and I will explain you the models of it. How do you solve it? Okay, right. Good. Number series problems. So the number series problems, by seeing that, you should say that there are 4 models of number series problems we have. Okay. So any question by using these 4 models only we will solve it. Okay. Model 1 says that any general or standard logic. It will say that any general or standard logic. Okay. What is meant by general or standard logics? Very simple. Prime numbers, composite numbers, or squares, or cubes. Okay, etc. etc. Okay, I will give you some guidance. How do we identify the standard logics or magical numbers? We have some numbers. Based on those numbers, we should identify the logic behind the question of number series. Suppose if you take the number called 100, the default idea that you will get is very simple 10 square, right? Okay, I'm not saying that 10 square is the wrong logic, but apart from 10 square, for 100 we have another beautiful logic called 5 cube minus 5 square. Okay. Similarly, suppose if you take a magical number called 36, the default idea that you will get is 6 square. Yes, it is 100% correct. So apart from that, you should get another idea, that is it is 3 cube plus 3 square. Hope you understand. So like that, if you know the relation of a number with the squares and cubes, okay, then what happens is that question will become easy for you. Okay, so with that reason, what I'm doing is I'm giving some magical numbers to you, so that by using those numbers, you can identify the logics easily. Okay, suppose if you take a number called 30, so 30 means we can say that it is 3 cube plus 3, or else we can say that this is product of 2 consecutive natural numbers called 5 and 6, and the other one we can say is it is 5 square plus 5, and the other one that I can say is it is 6 square minus 6. Okay, so these are the ones that we have to understand about the number called 30. Right, suppose if we have another number called 150, 150 is helpful at number 1 5 cube plus 5 square. The other logic that we can apply for 150 is 12 square plus 12 by 2. 12 square plus 12 by 2. Hope you understand. Okay, like this we should identify what is this logic behind the question. Okay, let's see the next beautiful one. Suppose if you take another number 60, 60 means I can say that this is 4 cube minus 4. So another logic we should get into our brains is 8 square by 8 by 2. Okay, 8 square by 8 by 2. Right, suppose if you take the same 68, okay, by saying this we can say that 4 cube plus 4 or 8 square plus 8 by 2. Okay. So like this, with these numbers, with these magical numbers, suppose if you take 120 a number, okay, 120 means by default the idea you have to get is 5 cube minus 5. And of course, since you being the GATE students, okay, for you factorial is very important. That is the reason 120 means we can say that it is 5 factorial also. Similarly, suppose if you take 720, 720 means it is 9 cube minus 9, as well as it is 6 factorial, right or wrong? Okay. Suppose if you take the number called 24, 24 means we can say that it is 3 cube minus 3 or 5 square minus 1, okay, or else we can say that it is nothing but 4 factorial, right? Like this, these all are the magical numbers. Okay, by seeing these magical numbers, we should be in a state to identify the logic behind the given series problem, number series problem. Okay, so I'm not saying that this is the end of the magical numbers, but these are the most important magical numbers that we have to revise before we start the examination. Okay, means any question of number series if you give, Okay, we should identify the logic. So suppose the question he gave is, okay, so 10 and the next one is 30 and the next number is 130 and the next number is 222 and what is the next number? Suppose this is the question that you find in your numbers series question of gate examination, or of course any other examination that might be. Okay, then the point that you can understand is, sir, if you observe, it has a magical number called 30, sir. By seeing 30, the idea that I am getting is, so it is 3 cube plus 3. Okay, idea 1. So 30 means product of two consecutive numbers 5 into 6. 30 means the other logic that I am getting in my mind is 5 square plus 5 and 6 square minus 6. These are the total 4 logics that I got from the learned magical numbers. These are the magical numbers, right? So suppose this is 30. Okay. Now what I will think is, okay, good. So here we have to write 68 also incorporated. Okay. So that means, okay, good. Listen carefully. Okay, 68, 130 and 222. What is the next number, suppose? Okay, then what we have to observe is, yes, 30 means it is a magical number. We got these ideas. So now 68 means the ideas that I am getting is, I have given only 2 logics for 68. Number 1 is 4 cube plus 4. Number 2 is 8 square plus 8 by 2. Which is common in these two. Okay, 3 cube plus 3 and 4 cube plus 4 is common, right? So automatically your problem is over. Why? Because the 3 cube plus 3, 4 cube plus 4. Now I will check, is it 5 cube plus 5 or not? Yes, exactly it is. 125 plus 5. Okay, suppose if you go for this one, it is 6 cube plus 6, verify. 6 cube is 216 plus 6 means 322, right? Okay. Suppose if you go to the 10, now if I verify 6, 5, 4, 3 means now I need to verify with 2 cube plus 2 or not. Yes, it is. 2 cube is 8 plus 2 is 10, exactly matched. So now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means the answer will be 7 cube plus 7. 7 cube is 343 plus 7 is how much? 350. Okay, so any question if you find in the examination, first you have to verify that is it general or standard logic or not. Okay, if it is general or standard logic, there ends the game happily. Okay, suppose sir, I found that, okay, no magical number is working, no prime numbers, no composite numbers, okay, no squares, cubes, squares plus some constants, cubes plus some constants, squares minus some constant, cubes minus some constant, etc., etc. is not there. Okay, leave it. Then what we have to think is, simultaneously multiplication, division and addition, subtraction we have to check. The addition, subtraction we will call it as incidental differences. Okay. So how do we say that? The question is, if it is not general or standard logic, it comes under into multiplication, division or plus minus. We have to decide it. To decide that, what we have to observe is, okay, observe the numbers first. Okay. So suppose the numbers that he has given are 5, simple numbers I am giving first. Okay, 10, 30 and the next one is 120. So what is the next number he is asking? Suppose this is one question he is asking. The other question he is asking is 5, 8, 12 and the next one is 17, blank. Okay, suppose if I find any of these two, 5, 10, 30, 120, 5, 8, 12, 17. Are there any magical numbers or not? We have to verify. Okay, as usual, general or standard logic, right? Yes, sir. 30 is a magical number. What is 30? 3 cube plus 3. Okay, any other? Yes, we have. So, 2 consecutive numbers product. Superb. Any other? Yes, it is 5 square plus 5. Any other? 6 square minus 6. Superb. I'm happy with it. Okay. Now, the one we have to change, observe is, so 120 means it is 5 cube plus 5. Wow, very good. Happy, superb. Now, 120 means 5 factorial. Common is this is the one. I'm trying in the examination point of view. I'm not saying about I know the logic or not. Okay. You might already know the logic. I'm happy with it if you know that. But what I'm saying is in the examination, if I find any question, how I will follow it. I'm saying. Okay. Good. Now, suppose if I take 10, it is 2 cube plus 2. Wow, super. 5, 3, 2. So something is fishy, sir. What about 4? Is it missing? Okay. So suppose, is it 1 cube plus 1? Not at all. At one place, if it fails, simply leave that logic and go to something else. Okay. Now I am leaving it. Okay. Then that means all the logics I am leaving. So now I realize that it is not general or standard logic. Super. Now I have to think of multiplication, division, or addition, subtraction based questions, right? Okay, if I want to go for it, then observe the first number 5, last number is 120. If these two numbers are close to each other, okay, then that is addition or subtraction based logic. Suppose if these two are far away, then we can say that those two are multiplication or division. So 5 and 120 are not close to each other. So that means that this here the logic is not a multiplication, sorry, addition or subtraction. It might be multiplication or division. Okay, so 5, 10, 30, 120, right? Now I'm thinking of the numbers are increasing means multiplication. 5 becomes 10 means into 2. 10 becomes 30 means into 3. 30 becomes 120 means into 4. Super. So now I got the realization that, sir, it is into 2, into 3, into 4 means next one will be into 5. 120 into 5 means how much? 600. Yes, the game is over. Okay. So here also I am coming 5, 8, 12, 17 blank. Sir, 8 is a perfect cube, sir. It's a magical number. Okay. So I said already general or sham logic means squares and cubes will also come, right? Okay. So now it is 2 cube. Yes, it's a perfect cube. So I'm thinking of perfect cubes might be the logic. But sir, no other number is a perfect cube. So leave it. Okay. So it is not general or standard logic. Okay, fine. Now I have to think of multiplication, division or addition, subtraction time simultaneously. The first number is 5 and the last number is 17. These two are close to each other. So that means that the logic is addition or subtraction. Is this the logic or my assumption? Trying to derive the logic like this. Okay. Now what we have to observe is 5 becomes 8 means I just increased it by 3. 8 to 12 means I just increased by 4. 12 to 17 means I just increased by 5. Oh, now I realize that. So 3, 4, 5 means consecutive natural numbers I'm increasing, right? So now tell me how much I have to increase is 6 I have to increase. 17 plus 6 is how much? 23. Then ends the game, right? So now the question is, then in the examination, okay, in this order I will verify, sir. So general or standard logic, fine. If not, based on the first number to last number, I will decide is this addition, subtraction or multiplication, division. So for whatever you said is perfect, sir. But sir, will it 100% always happen? Okay, let have a look. Okay, so the numbers he gave is 5, 125, sorry, yeah, 5 and 130. Okay, so the next number he gave is 194. Okay, so the next number he gave is 220, 230, 221, and he is asking what is the next number. Suppose this is what the question he gave. Okay, so observe once, sir, any general or standard logic means? No, sir, leave it. So means it is not general or standard logic. I'll think of multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. The first number is 5, the last number is 221. The gap is not less, it is huge. So I thought it is multiplication, division. So, but if I go with multiplication, division, I realized the one thing that this is just one time. Am I right or wrong? 194, 221, very close each other. So 130 and 194 means, okay, nearly 1.5 times, not exactly, right? So suppose if you think 1.5 means the next one I will expect by default 2 times. And 5 becomes, what is the 130 means it is 26 times. So based on my logic, I thought that this is multiplication and I have gone with multiplications approximately, but it is not fitting, sir. 26, 1.51. What is the next one? I am unable to imagine, right or wrong? So that is the reason, even though I decided that it is a, what we say, multiplication division, if the logic doesn't work, then happily, okay, in these three, if anything failed, ultimately we have to go with the differences. If you are unable to find the logic directly, then blindly go with the differences. 90 to 95% you will get the right answer. Okay, your answer will be simple for you now. Okay, now I am going with the differences. Sir, 5 and 125, the difference is 125. 5 and 130 means the difference is how much? 125. Yes. By seeing that number, I got a bit clarity that. So it is 5 cube. Okay. So the differences might be cubes. Okay. 130 and 194. Okay, means how much added? 64. Sir, now I got the clarity, sir. Because this is 5 cube and this is 4 cube. Okay, the next I will expect it is 3 cube. Suppose I am expecting now. Okay. 194, okay, 221 difference. 11 minus 4 is 7 and 11 minus 9 is 2. Exactly, yes, 3 cube also satisfied. Now tell me here 5 cube, 4 cube, 3 cube means the next difference will be 2 cube. 2 cube means how much I have to add is 8 I have to add. 221 plus 8 is 229. Yes, happily, and that is the final answer. Okay, so more of the story that you have to understand is So any number series question, if you find, go with general or standard logics by using the magical numbers. If not, go with check directly multiplication, division, or addition, subtraction. That will be checked from the first number to the last number. Okay. So by using those two numbers, we will come to an assessment that it is multiplication, division, or addition, subtraction. But unfortunately, you got a feeling of it is multiplication, division, but it is not working. Then by default, and blindly go to simply the differences. Simply the differences. Now, sir, these three, okay, sir. And the next one, suppose in these three, if you won't find the logic, then what's the next step? Good, remember that? The next step is nothing but always, we will call it as strange logics. Okay. So, strange means already the name itself indicating that you are unable to assess it. You are unable to identify it directly with any reason, right or wrong. So, what you have to observe is strange logics means the logic is a new one for you. Okay, it is not regular like this. Okay, there is no magical number, etc., etc., etc. Okay, how do we go with the strange logics? Let's have a look about it. Okay, so observe strange logics. Strange logics. I don't say that these are the only strange logics. So now I'll give some logics to you. I don't say that that is a limitation for it. Okay, I will say that that is an example for it. Okay, in general, digit-based logics are strange logics. Nobody can access it easily. Okay. So suppose the numbers that he gave is 12, not 12, suppose go with something else. Okay. Suppose he gave 30, 17, 25, 32, and 37. What is the next number he is asking? Okay, suppose. So now, as usual, sir, I know it. I don't know it is in the examination point of view. It is a strange logic or not. So by default, I'll follow my algorithm. The algorithm says that any general or standard logic is there. So 25 is a perfect square, sir, but no other number is a perfect square. No magical number other than that. So it is not general or standard logic. Okay, leave it. Then what should we think? We have to think of multiplication, division, or addition, subtraction. So the first number is 13, sir. Last number is 37, sir. It's not much for. Okay. So that is the reason I am thinking of addition, subtraction. Okay. If I go with the addition, subtraction is the differences. 13 becomes a 17 means how much I added is 4. 17 becomes 25 means how much I added is 8. 25 becomes 32 means I added again I added 7 only. Okay, 32 becomes 37 means I added 5. So how much I have to add? Suppose if I know that all are adding means I have to add, undoubtedly that is true. How much I have to add? That is what the question we have to understand. Okay, how much we have to add means, sir, again I am facing one problem, sir. 4, 8, by seeing these two numbers, I am happy. 4 doubled. Okay. Suddenly, why it came to 7? Suddenly, why it came to 5? Now, my question is, okay, so when will it again becomes increases or decreases? How much it will be? I want to know that. But I am unable to know directly, right or wrong? So, in this type of situation, we have to realize that this is strange logic. Okay. Strange logics means one logic I have given is digit-based logics, right? So the digit-based logic, so observe that, what is the digits here? 13, 1 and 3. If you add 1 and 3, you got 4. That 4 only I added there. Okay, means what I did is 13 plus sum of digits. Okay, so I got 17. Okay, so the next number is 17. Okay, so here you added sum of digits means here also I am thinking to add sum of digits. 1 plus 7 is 8. So it will be 25. Yes, it is there. Wow, I'm happy. So now I found the logic. Now for 25, how much I have to add is sum of digits 2 plus 5. Yes, it is 7. 25 plus 7 is 32. Happy. Now for 32, what should I do? 32 plus sum of digits. 3 plus 2 is how much? 5. Okay, 37. Superb. So now tell me here how much I have to add means 37 plus sum of digits. 3 plus 7 is how much? 10. So answer will be how much? 47 will be the answer because we have to add 10. That is nothing but 3 plus 7, that is sum of the digits. Okay, I am not saying that this is the only logic. I am saying that this is one of a logic in strange. Okay, right, good. Now see the next beautiful one. Suppose some digit-based logics on example. Any other? Yes. Fibonacci series is also an example. Okay, Fibonacci. Okay, so since you are all BTech graduates, no need to explain for you that what is Fibonacci series, but it's my duty to explain. Now I'm explaining you. Listen carefully. So everything I'll explain you with one example minimum. Okay. Alright. Suppose if you take it. So Fibonacci series. Suppose the numbers he gave is 5, 3, 8, 11, 19, 30. What is the next number he is asking? Okay. So as usual, I have to think of it is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or general or standard logic, etc., etc. So 30 is the only magical number that we have. Of course, 8 is 2 cube, but no other number is a cube. So 30 is 3 cube plus 3. So that doesn't work here. So it is not general or standard logic. So leave it. Then I have to think of addition, subtraction, or multiplication, division. Okay, if it is addition, subtraction, or multiplication, division, the first number is 5, last number is 30. The numbers are not far away. So I will think of it as addition, subtraction, basic logic. Then I'll go with the differences. 5 to 3 means I just subtracted 2. 3 to 8 means I just added 5. 8 to 11 means I just added 3. I just added 8 here. I just added 11 here. Now the people will start thinking, yes sir, what is this sir? It is not following any order. Sir, the examiner is a sadist and psycho sir. He has given disastrous logics. Don't think like that, okay? So if you think that this is addition or subtraction, but it is not, then you have to think of strange logics. Okay, what it says is, observe that. So just add these two numbers, 5 and 3. Okay, you how much you will get? 8. 3 and 8, how much you will get? 11. 8 and 11, how much you will get? 19. 19 and 11, how much you will get? 30. So now what should you do? 30 and 19, you have to add how much it will be? 49. That will be the answer. That will be the answer. Hope you understand. Okay. This is in this way, he will frame the questions. Okay. He will mislead you. So sometimes the questions will be a bit strange. You have to identify that. He will say that 1, 2, 2 and 4, 8, 32 blank he will ask. Then again students start thinking that 1, 2, 2, 4, 8, 32 means, so it is not general or standard logic, okay, because it is square, it is cube, it is nothing, right? So no magical numbers also, so leave it. Then we have to think of addition, subtraction, or multiplication, division. First number is 1, last number is 32, not a very big one. Okay, you can think of multiplication. Suppose if I think it as multiplication, this is 2 times, this is 1 time, again 2 times, again 2 times, now 4 times. What is this here? Something is again fishy, right or wrong? Okay, so again it doesn't work. Some students will go with the differences. So you added 1, you added 0, you added 2, you added 4, you added 24. Oh my god, so it is not following any order. Then what should we do? So these are not the logics for this. Okay, then what should we do? Very simple. Go with 1 into 2, how much it is? 2. That is addition based Fibonacci, this is multiplication based Fibonacci. In your C programming language, when you are doing the programs, the Fibonacci means the default one you will start at 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5 and so on, right or wrong? So for us, there is no such rule that we have to go like this only. Okay. Anywhere he will give, so with any number he will start, okay? We should be in a state to identify the logic, that's it. Beyond that, don't expect, okay? 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 4 is 32, okay. So that means that answer will be 32 into 8, that's it. Okay, so it will be 256, so there is the game, okay. This is the way that we have to induce the logic. This is one example for strange logics, okay, right. So this question, fortunately, you can do it in a different way also. The numbers he gave are 1, 2, 2, 4, 8 and 32. What's the next number, right? Okay, now every number is, we can write in the form of 2 powers, right? Now 1 means 2 power 0, 2 means 2 power 1, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 32 means 2 power 5. So if you observe, all the bases are 2, right? So answer's base is also 2. Now I should be in a state to identify the power, right or wrong? Okay. So take the powers as a separate series. Okay, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Observe, this is what your C programming languages Fibonacci is, right or wrong? Okay, sum these two, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 3, 8. So next one is 8. Means here it is 8. 2 power 8 means how much? 256. Like this also you can identify. Okay, these are some other logics to identify in number series. Okay, Let's see the next beautiful one. So the other logics that he can ask in general is n power n power n minus 1, n power n plus 1, etc. Okay. So let's have a look into the examples of right. The example that he has given is suppose okay 1, 4, 27, 56, 3125. What's the next number? He is asking. Okay. Right, good. So the numbers, general standard logics, it is very difficult to identify. Multiplication, divisions also, addition, subtraction also. Now the logic is it is 1 power 1, it is 2 square, 2, it is 4 power 4 is 256. Okay. 5 power 5 is 3125. Fine. So whatever is the base he has given, the power also the same number he gave, right or wrong? Base n, power also n. Then answer will be 6 power 6. Okay. You calculate with your calculators, it will be 46656. It will be 46656. That is the answer. So now he gave n power n, right? Similarly, n power n minus 1, n power n plus 1. Of course, can give anything. This is one logic that we have to identify about strange logics. Okay. And remember again and again, so there is no rule that this is the end of general logics or this is the end of strange logics. Nothing. Okay. These are some standards in what do we say, strange logics. Right now, apart from this, now I'll give you 2-3 hints. How do we identify the logics or the models of number series? Okay, right. Observe that. Observe that. So when you are going with alternate series, what is the precaution? Alternate series. Okay, what is the precaution that we have to do, and how do we solve the problems of alternate series? Right. So I'll write 2 examples here. 1, 2. What else? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 8, blank. Okay. So students, when they find this question, first they will irritate. Sir, he has given 1 2 times, 2 2 times, 4 2 times, 3 only once. Suppose sir, if he has given 3 also 2 times, happily I will say that whatever the number is there, that I will write continuously. But sir, you left 3. Now I am getting a dilemma that 1 1 2 2 3 4 4 means 8 8 will come or not, a question. Okay. So that is not the logic. Some students easily identify the logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Students, the mistake that they will do is, okay, they will say that 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5. I found it happily right. But the other point that you have to notice is, if you want to say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a valid logic, in the remaining numbers also there should be some logic. The logic may be same as that of the previous one or maybe different one. In the previous one it is plus 1, right? 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, 4 becomes 5 means it is plus 1. Here it might be plus 1 or plus 2 or into 3 or whatever, but there should be some logic. Here if you observe 1, 2 means it is into 2. 2, 4 means into 2. 4, 8 means into 2. Okay, so I can calculate even the next one. There is some relation. Yes, your answer is correct. Else your answer is wrong. Fix that is. Okay. Right. So this is the precaution that you have to identify for alternate series. Okay. Right, good. So suppose I am giving another example. 12, 84, 14 and 112, 15 and suppose yeah, 144, 144 and 18. So the next number he gave is 198 blank, suppose. So by seeing this question, students will excite, okay, and they will say that sir, 12 sir, 14 sir, 16, 18, 6 is 20. And of course, if you have option, the first option will be 20. Okay, to tempt you, the options will be like this: 20, 22, 19, 18. Okay, so you got how much? 20. First option is 20. Sir, paper is dead easy. But remember that the examiner is not a fool. to give this much easy questions to you. You're not in a 5th standard kid, right? So will not give in general this much. Okay, the one that you have to do is 12 becomes 14 means you said plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Okay. It will be a valid logic if the remaining numbers have some relation, right or wrong? Okay, sir, 84 becomes 112 means how much I added is 28 I added. How much I added? 28. Okay, next one. 112 becomes 144 means how much I added is, it is 32 added. 144 becomes 198, right? 144 becomes 198 means how much I added is simply 54 I added. So 28, 32, 54. Any relation you find? Since you have not found a relation between the remaining numbers, so your logic is blindly wrong. Remember that. Your logic is wrong. Okay, then what should we do? We have to change the logic, that's it. Okay. So the actual logic behind this question is, okay, multiply these two, 12 and 14. Okay, and divide with 2, you will get the middle number called 84. Verify? 2 ones, 2 sevens, 12 sevens are 84. Perfect. Now, so one take these two, 14 and 16, multiply and by 2. How much you will get? 2 ones, 2 eights. 14 eights are 112. Yes, it is. Middle number. Now multiply these two, 16 and 18. So 16 into 18 by 2. Okay, 2 ones, 2 nines. 16 nines are 144. Yes, it is there, middle number. Now what should I think is 18 and the question mark by 2 should how much? 198. 2 ones, 2 nines, 9 twos and 9 twos. So what is the value of question mark? 22 it is. So that is the answer. Okay, what you answered already? It is 20. No, it is 22 is the answer. Okay, like this we have to identify. Like this we have to identify. Let's see the next beautiful one. Okay, good. The other logic that we have to identify here is, so some other, I'm giving some standard logics. So 5, 15, 30, 10, 48. What is the next number? This is, and the next one is suppose 15, 21, and 14, 22. What is the next number he is asking? Okay. Then what we have to observe is, in these two numbers, if you observe the graph of the numbers, it will be like this, or it will be like this. Increase followed by decrease, or decrease followed by increase. Alternatively increase and decrease, right? Okay, in general, in this phase, we have only two logics. Number one is addition, subtraction, alternative. Number two is multiplication, division, alternative. We have to identify the logic. 15 becomes 30 means it is doubled. 30 becomes 10 means it is by 3. 10 becomes 40 means into 4. 40 becomes 8 means by 5. Okay, into by means next one is into. 2, 3, 4, 5 means next one is 6. 8 is the 48 is the right answer. Let's suppose observe this. This is not multiplication because the numbers are not far away, very close. Okay. This is plus 6. This is minus 7. This is plus 8. Plus minus means next one is minus. 6, 7, 8 means next one will be 9. 22 minus 9 will be how much? 13. So answer is 13. Okay. Good. This is the way that we have to go through the question. Right. So the next one. Okay. The other one that you have to learn in number series is, okay. So in number series, sometimes the questions will be like this. 18, 9, 9, 13.5, 27. What is the next one? Same. Let's change it a bit. 9, 9, 18, and 72. What's the next one? Okay. In these two numbers, you can identify that the numbers are first decreased followed by increasing, right or no? The graph looks like this. Is it correct? Okay. In this type of questions, in general, we have two logics. Number one is into 0.5 into 1, into 1.5 into 2, and so on. What you have to observe is order multiplication. Every time 0.5 is increasing, right or no? This is one logic. Or else the other one is into 0.5 into 1 into 2 into 4 and so on. This is the other logic that we have to identify. These are the two logics that we have in general. Okay, right, good. So now in these two, if you observe, Into 0.5 into 1 is common, right? Okay, now identify. So 18 into 0.5, 18 into 1. Okay, 9 into 9 is common. Fine. Now 9 becomes 13.5 means it is not into 2, it is into 1.5 if you verify. Perfect. Now 13.5 into 2 if you verify it is 27 exactly. So this means this is the first logic, right? So every time 0.5 increases means it will be into 2.5. 27 into 2 is 54 and 13.4, 13.5 it is 67.5 will be the answer. But coming to the next one, it is into 0.5, it is into 1 and it is into 2, it is into 4. Okay, double, double, double. So next one also double into 8. Okay, so 560 and 16. So 576 is the answer. Okay, so right like this we have to identify the logic behind. Okay, good. So these are and so on. There is no end for any topic, right? So at some extent we have to stop it. So I'm stopping the number series here. So in reasoning, number series, letter series, analogy, odd man out of these 4 topics. Okay, number series is most important and most valuable for you. Okay, right. Coming to the next one. Okay, already we have seen magical numbers, right? Okay, now we are going with letter series. So letter series means the points that you have to understand is, first of all, everybody has to memorize A is 1, B is 2, C is and so on. Okay, M is 13. This is the first half. Okay. The second half says that N is 14, O is 15 and so on. Z is 26, right? And now we can say that M and Z are similar pair, B and O are similar pair, A and N are similar pair because the differences will be 13, 13, 13. What's the difference? 13. Okay, 14 and 1 difference is 13. 15 and 2 difference is 13. 26 and 13 difference is how much? 13 and so on. Okay, this is, we will call it as similar pair or corresponding pair. And the next one, suppose if you reverse it, okay, if you reverse means, so if you reverse means, so N to Z I will write in the reverse order. Okay, I will write Z 26, okay, Y 25, okay, and X 24, and so on, N 14. Now what we can say is, okay, sum is 27, sum is 27, okay, sum of their quotient value is 27, 27, right? Okay, we will call it as opposite place. So 3 points undoubtedly we have to know about letter series. Number 1, A to Z, alphabets and their corresponding position values. Number 2 is a similar pair. Number 3 is opposite pair. These 3. Apart from these 3, the other point you have to notice is, so A, B, C and so on, X, Y, Z if I take, their position values also if I write. So A means 1, B means 2, C means 3 and so on, X is 24, 25, 26. Superb. It is not the end, it is cyclic process. Cyclic process means again A, B, C will come. A, B and so on Z. Again A and so on Z. Again A and so on Z. This will never ends. Okay. Similarly, A before that Z, Y and so on A. Again Z, Y and so on A and so on. This will also will not end. This is what you have to understand. Okay, next one. So A to Z completed. Now what you have to say is A means 27 now. B means 28. Z means 50 and so on. Okay. Suppose randomly when I am doing a problem, I have a question like this. So the numbers that he gave is not A, he started, suppose. He started with I. Okay. I, P, Y, and the next number he gave is something J. And what's the next one he is asking? Okay. So first of all, I have to convert them into position values, right? Okay. If I convert, I means how much? 9. So I'm writing the position values. 9. P means 16. Y means 25. When you write these ones, these 3 places you feel comfortable because it is 3 square, 4 square, 5 square. But the next one you will expect is 6 square means 36. But it is 10. Problem 1. Point 2. So we have A to Z alphabets only 26, right? Then how do we go for 36? Okay, that is what the important point. So anywhere if you have more than 26, then divide with 26. 26 ones are 26. The remainder is 10. The remainder is 10 means 10 is J. That means 36 is also J. This is the right procedure to convert the any alphabet, any position value to alphabet. Okay. Suppose at some place he is asking what is 160, then divide with 26. Okay, 26 sixes are 156. Okay, remainder is 4. 4 means D. So 160 is also D. Like this we have to convert. Okay, or else, suppose if I want 36 alphabet, simply subtract 26. 10. 10 means J, so 36 is also J. So suppose sir, if I have 160, yes, subtract 26. 160 minus 26, 134. Again subtract 26, not a problem. 134 minus 26, 108. Again subtract 26, not a problem. Okay, 108 minus 26, it is 82. Again subtract 26. Okay, 82 minus 26 will be 56. Okay, again subtract 26. I'll get 30. Again subtract 26. How much I'll get? 4. 4 means D. Means 160 is also D. Seems a bit lengthy, right? Okay. So what the other one that you can understand is 160 means no need to subtract 26 for multiple times. Subtract any multiple of 26. That's it. Okay. Sir, 160 nearby. 26 is there, 156 is there. So subtract it directly. You got 4. 4 means D. So 160 is also D. Got it? Like this we have to work out. Now 36 means 36 minus 26. How much you got? 10. 10 means J. Yes, it is satisfied. Means it is also 6 square satisfied. Now it will be 7 square. 7 square is how much? 49. Okay. 49 means what should I do? Again I have to subtract 26. Okay. How much you got? 23. 23 means W. So 49 is also W. What's the answer? W. Okay. In letter series questions, we have only 2 types of questions. This is number 1. Okay. So whatever I have given here. Any question you give, you should convert them into question values and happily you work it out. Okay, this is phase 1 and model 1. Okay, the phase 2 or model 2 says that. Okay. So suppose he will write some series like this. Okay. Suppose the series he has written is A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, and so on. The series he has written. Okay. In that he will miss something. A, B, blank, A, blank, C, blank, B, blank, A, B, blank. Like that, some blanks will do. We have to fill them. Sir, suppose if we give it and if we ask it, this will not be a higher examination, it will be 5th standard examination, right? So that's why he won't give it. By saying this only, you have to identify that. Okay. But since I have given the logic already, you can say that this is ABC, 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 right or wrong? That's it. You should identify that and you should solve it. Okay. Right. This is one model in letter series. Okay, letter series, I don't say that it is much important, so I'm not much focusing on it. Okay. Right. The next topic that we have to know is analogy. Okay. What's the next topic that we have to know is analogy. Right. Analogy means what we can say is analogy means similarity. Okay. Suppose he said that temperature Kelvin is as resistance. This is what the question he gave. Yeah, you can easily answer. What you have to understand is this will be called as is as. Before that, whatever is the relation is there, the same relation we have to apply even here. Right or not? Okay. What is the relation between temperature and Kelvin? So temperatures will be measured in Kelvin. Means the unit of temperature is Kelvin. Then what is the unit of resistance we have to understand? What is the unit of resistance? Okay, it is nothing but V. V means ohm. Right or wrong? Okay. So ohm is resistance to your failures. Okay. Ohm is resistance to your failures. Okay. Good. Now what we can understand is resistance unit is simply ohm, right? So happily answer is okay. Happily answer is ohm. So you should be very much careful here. Okay. Suppose he said that. Suppose the similar question I'm doing. Okay. Distance centimeters. What's what he gave? Distance, centimeters. Okay, now he is asking mass, question mark. People will instantly say the answer as kilogram. Because the distance, centimeters it can be measured. So mass can be measured in kg. Yes. If you don't have pound, answer is kg. Okay. So, but if you have the pounds, the answer will be pounds. Why? Because distance can be measured in MKS or SI standards meters. Am I right? So in CGS standards, we'll call it as centimeters. But I don't know. Sorry, it's not pound, it is grams. Then what you have to think is distance and centimeters he gave. Centimeters means it is a SI system or CGS system? CGS. Then happily mass means it's a CGS unit only you have to give. Okay, mass will be measured in grams, right? So answer will be grams. Okay. Right, suppose a distance he said that foot. Okay. So then mass will be measured in terms of pounds. Okay, that is FPS system, right or wrong? So such things also he can focus. Be prepared for that. Okay. So in this analogy we have three types of analogies: number analogy, letter analogy, and word analogy. So word analogy means this is what? Okay. In that units will be given. Games and the instruments means the things that you will use for games will be given, or sometimes the fields and the awards will be given. Okay, suppose what we say, soldier Arjuna award, Oscar question mark. Okay, for soldiers we'll give Arjuna award, right or wrong? So whom do we give Oscar awards? Okay, film and film people, right or wrong? Okay, actors, actress, directors, music directors, okay, etc., 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 singers, etc., right? That is Oscar awards. Okay, awards. Okay, something books and its authors. Okay, Wings of Fire, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji. Okay, so suppose he will ask a question that who written this book, or what is the book written by Shakespeare? Hamlet question mark. Okay, so Shakespeare, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so that is all comes under analogy. And sometimes we will say skin problem. Which doctor you will go? Dermatologist. Okay, so heart problem. Where do you go? Cardiologist. Lungs problem, pulmonologist or a pneumologist. Okay, nerves problem. Okay, neurologist. Kidneys problem, nephrologist. Dental problem, dentist. Okay, what do we say? Bones problem. Okay, orthopedic, right or no? Like that. Here, two types of questions can be given. Number one is subject and its experts. Okay. So the one who is an expert of skin is known as dermatologist, right or no? Okay. Sometimes study of it. Instead of giving skin and dermatologist, he will say that skin and dermatology. Dermatology means it is the study of skin. Okay. Then heart means it is not cardiologist, it is cardiology. It is study of heart, right or wrong? Like that we have to identify, and so on and so on. This is the what analogy in numbers, sorry, in words. Okay, coming to number analogy, totally options oriented. 5 and 25 is as 6 and question mark is asking. Okay. So most of the people will say that answer is 36. Yes, I am saying that is not a wrong one. 5, 5 square. So 6, 6 square, answer is 36. If it is there, happily give the answer as that one. Else the answer is 30. Because it is into 5, right? So the same into 5 you have to work out. So 5, 6 are 30. That is also correct. Okay. So like that, we can say different logics. Based on the options, we have to go for it. Okay, I will not focus on analogy and odd man out these three topics in reasoning. Why? Because for us in reasoning, number series is important, followed by critical reasoning is a bit important, followed by what do we say, non-verbal reasoning is a bit important. Then we have to go for arithmetic. Okay, so if I waste my time here, then I am unable to spend my valuable time at what we say the remaining topics like critical reasoning. Okay, so one example I have given, right? So suppose sometimes you will say that, so 143 is to 8, and you will ask the question that 172 is to question mark. What you have to understand is 1 plus 4 plus 3 is 8, 1 plus 7 plus 2 is how much? 10. Answer will be 10. Got it? sum of digits, product of digits. Sometimes you'll say that 143 means 13 power 4. So suppose 172 means question mark. So these two numbers he wrote here and this one in the power, right? So these two numbers I have to write here, this one in the power. Okay. So it will be 12 power 7. Hope you understand. Okay. So suppose he said that it is 3 square becomes 2 cube. Means these two I have interchanged. Now I will say that it is 5 square. Then what will be the answer? 2 power 5, right? So like this, there is no end for this one. Okay. So this is about number analogy. Similarly, letter analogy also you can practice. Okay. Let's leave it. Now I am going to odd man out. Okay, its under name is classification. Okay, as I said earlier, it is not much important one. Okay, that's why I'll give few examples to you. Okay, only few examples to you. Okay, good. So, weight, I'm giving some funny examples. Okay, weight, current, feeling, heat, suppose. He gave four such things and he is asking which is the odd one. Odd one is the one which is unfit in the group. Okay, because all have some similarity, it doesn't have that. That is known as the odd one. In this one, the odd one is feeling. Why? Because the weight is a physical quantity. Current is also a physical quantity. Heat is also a physical quantity. Feelings is not a physical quantity. It is mental quantity, emotional quantity, right or wrong? Okay, so answer will be okay. So all measurable quantities are physical quantities, right or wrong? It has a unit, weight, kgs, that we will measure. Okay, current, we will measure in amperes. Okay, heat, we will measure in calories or joules, etc., etc., right? Keep it aside. Okay, feelings, I can't measure. I love Aishwarya Rai, how much? Nobody knows it. Are you able to measure it? Even I am unable to measure it, right or wrong? So that's why this is a mental quantity, so this will be the odd one. Okay, very good. Something like this he gave. Yeah, watermelon, guava, carrot, and something called orange. Okay, which is the odd one. So you can easily say that odd one is carrot. Why? Because sir, all are fruits, sir. Carrot is not a fruit. Okay. Suppose the question he gave is watermelon, guava, apple, orange. Suppose in this time, which is the odd one? If you want to know the odd one in it, this time the watermelon. Now you will ask the question that why, sir, all are fruits only, na? How can you say that there is the odd one? Yes. So guava is a fruit that you will get from the tree. Apple is a fruit that you will get to a tree. Orange is a fruit that you will get to a tree. Whereas watermelon is a fruit that you won't get from a tree. You will get it from a creeper. Am I right? So that's why this is the odd one. Okay. So this we will call it as word odd man out, number odd man out. Letter odd man out will also be there. Let's see. Great. Now I'm going to the next beautiful one called critical reasoning. Okay. So in that the first topic is statements and assumptions. So first of all, we should know what is critical reasoning. And second one, we should be in a state to identify that why we will call it as critical reasoning. The topics that we will cover under critical reasoning are statements and assumptions, statements and conclusions, course of action, arguments, cause and effect, etc. Decision making or selection criteria, etc. This all we will call it as critical reasoning. Why? Because you should think in a proper and perfect way to identify the answer. Okay, you should see the society with a positive mood. Because most of the people have a feeling that if I say something about a politician, okay, so or by default, suppose if I say something about the elections are going on, about to start, so like that, if I give any statement, people will immediately think that, okay, so sir, all the politicians are criminals, na sir, like that they will start. Okay, so only at the election time only they will come to us, na sir, remain time they won't. No, no, no. Okay, when you are thinking about critical reasoning, you should be very much positive. Okay, a politician is a person who is ready to die for the society, who is ready to die for the society. Okay, that's what you have to understand. That's what you have to understand. Okay, good. So, politician means a positive mood. Similarly, if you take a teacher, a positive mode, a doctor, a positive mode, a lawyer and a judicial system, positive mode, okay, an unknown person, in positive mode, etc., etc. All you have to see in a positive mode. All you have to see in a positive mode. Okay, this is what you have to understand about critical reasoning. Okay, in the real life, taking decisions is a bit critical, right? That's why here we have to take the decisions. Now, first of all, I have to go with statements and assumptions. What is an assumption? Okay, so he will give one statement. He will give one statement. So, by considering that statement, you have to understand the assumption. Assumption doesn't mean that you being the listener, right? Not your perspective. I am the speaker, right? My perspective is known as assumption. Okay. So means what you have to understand is, suppose you're all my students. Now we are starting one class. Okay, daily morning at 7 o'clock we have the class. Okay, today I came to the class at 7 o'clock in the morning and I have given one instruction or notice or a circular to you that stating that tomorrow onwards all of you come half an hour early. Suppose this is what the statement I made. Means I am the narrator, right? I said that tomorrow onwards come half an hour early. Then immediately you should say that okay, the assumption of mine is students are coming late or I'm taking extra class, etc., etc. All these things I have not specified. Throw them into the dustbin. That is not the assumption of mine. My assumption says that I have given an instruction to my students. My students will follow it. Okay. So the standard assumption that is valid regarding that statement is okay. If a faculty has given one instruction, the students will follow it. That's it. This is the 100% valid assumption. This is a 100% valid assumption. Okay. Suppose I have written my book. Suppose okay. So AN Logics. Suppose I have written a book called AN Logics. Okay. Common logics. Yeah. Okay. Amarnath logics I have given. I have written a Aptitude, Pure Maths and Reasoning all together in this much book I have written. Now I have to give some advertisement to increase my sales, right? So the advertisement I have given is AL Logics is a book, okay, which is related to arithmetic, reasoning, and pure maths all together, okay, all together with 1,000 pages. How many pages? 1,000 pages. And complete English to English. Complete English to English at cheapest. At the cheapest. With questions and solutions. Suppose this is what the statement I made in a newspaper or in a YouTube, etc., etc., etc. Different places I have given this advertisement. Okay. So what's the book? What's the advertisement? AN Logics as a book related to arithmetic, reasoning, and pure maths all together. 1,000 pages. Okay. With the full English to English content. Okay. And at the cheapest price with questions and solutions. This is what the statement I made. Okay, what is the assumption? Default assumption is, remember always, the first valid assumption is, so my sales increases. Okay, suppose if I feel that if I give an advertisement, nobody will buy my book, I will never give an advertisement, right? But I am giving an advertisement that means that so my sale will increases. Okay, number of books that I will sell will increase. Okay, or else the next one we can say that the profit of mine will be increased. Okay, it reaches to the maximum extent. Suppose I have given this advertisement in a newspaper where the circulation per day is only 100 newspapers. Will I give an advertisement to that? No. Suppose I will give in a newspaper of Hindu or Times of India or Enadu, Andhra Jyoti, something where the population or the circulation of the newspaper will be lakhs to crores. Yes or no? Then what I will do is I'll try to give a advertisement there. Why? Because okay, it reaches to the maximum extent, right or no? So that is the reason. The one that you have to understand about this what is advertisement means. So already I have given three valid assumptions. Number one is my sale increases. Number 2 is my profit increases. Number 3 is, okay, it reaches to the maximum extent. Okay. So any advertisement, these three are common. Not only this, suppose Amul has given an advertisement that, okay, so Amul milk is the best milk, okay, etc., etc., it has given something. Okay. Then automatically common assumptions are, number 1, sale increases. Number 2, profit of the Amul company increases. Number 3 is reaches to the maximum extent. That's it. So now coming to the remaining ones, 4th, 5th, 6th, etc., etc. Okay, remember that. So point 1, you have to understand. Point 1, you have to understand this. In the statement of advertisement, there might be some adjectives. Identify that adjective. Okay, based on that adjective also we have to answer the question. Okay, we have to take some assumption. Suppose he said that AN logics is all together, he usually said arithmetic, reasoning and pure maths all together in a single book. Okay. I have specifically mentioned this point in the advertisement. That means that it is a boost for my advertisement, right or wrong? Arithmetic, reasoning and pure maths in a single book will attract more number of people or more number of students. For me, it is not people, it is students, right or wrong? We can say that arithmetic, reasoning and pure maths all together in a single book attracts more number of students. Yes, it is a valid. But remember that is valid, but we should not go with the overaction. Like arithmetic, reasoning and pure maths all together only will attract the people. I'm not saying this is the only one that attracts the people. This is also a parameter, right? That's why only way to attract the people means wrong one. Okay. So some other overaction statements are, overaction assumptions are, arithmetic and reasoning, pure maths all together, there is no such book other than AN logics. Wrong one. Why? Because I have not said that word. I said simply arithmetic, reasoning, pure maths all together is available in my book. That is my specialty. That's it. I'm not saying that no other book has that. Okay, or that is the only way to attract the public. Okay, etc. I'm not giving such statements. Okay, don't go with that. Extremes don't go. Next one, 1,000 pages. Yes, sir. I specifically mentioned that it has 1,000 pages. If I specify that we have 1,000 pages, that means that 1,000 pages of material will attract the people. That's it. Okay. So don't give the statements that more than 1,000 pages will not be attracted by the students. Less than 1,000 pages will not be attracted by the students. Don't make such statements. Okay. Or 1,000 pages only will attract the students. Okay. So no other book is providing 1,000 pages of material. I don't want all those things. Only the thing is, I have given 1,000 pages means 1,000 pages of the book will attract more students. That's it. Okay. Next one, English to English. So the book written in English to English will fetch more students to buy. Yes, valid assumption. Means any adjective I use here that will give a benefit for the sale. Okay, that in that point of view you should say always. Suppose I said that at cheapest. Okay, at cheapest means since the book is cheap, okay, you get more sale. Yes, it's a valid assumption. That is the reason I have given the statement, right or wrong? Okay. So next one, with questions and solutions. So have books having questions and solutions. Okay, students are will be very much interested in buying the books with questions and solutions. This is a valid. Like that means whatever are the adjectives that you give in the statement, okay, that will fetch the more number of customers to that. That is that we have to accept it. Okay. So like that we have to take this is assumption. Okay. Now we have to go with the next one called statements and the conclusion. Okay, allow me a minute so that I'll have some water and we will discuss the conclusions. Okay, just a minute. Hi students. Now I will also observe you in okay. Good. You also answer me so that I'll answer. Next one, statements and conclusions. Okay. What we can say about statements and conclusions is the reverse of statements and assumptions is statements and conclusions. What we can say about it is, sir, in assumption, what I said, I am the narrator. Whatever I said, whatever is my perspective, that is known as assumption. Okay, if I have given any notice, that means that more number of people will see the notice. My assumption. Okay. If I have given advertisement, more number of people will see it. If I have given one instruction to my students or my subordinates, etc., they will follow. I have that assumption. Then only I will make such things, right or wrong. Suppose if I have given some advice to my friend, that means that he will follow it. Okay. If I give some suggestion to my students, that means that they will follow it. Okay. If I have that assumption, then only I will do it, right or wrong. Okay, fine. Up to this, it is okay, good. So conclusion means if I said something to you, what you understand is known as the conclusion. You means the listener. Okay. So if you take a statement, narrator's point of view is assumption. Okay. Listener point of view is known as conclusion. Okay, listener point of view is known as conclusion. Okay. Very good. Suppose, yeah, large scale diggings for different ores. Okay, different the large amount of digging for coal at the Singareni plant led to earthquake. This is what the statement he gave. Okay, so large scale digging for coal will what do you say due to that, so there is an earthquake. That's what the statement he made. Then what we can understand about what from that, what the conclusion that I can draw is, okay, so large scale diggings can result earthquakes. Can result earthquakes. Okay. So this is valid conclusion. Why? Because in the question he directly specified that statement, right? Okay. So what you can understand is any statement, narrator's perspective is known as assumption, listener's perspective is known as conclusion. Listener's perspective is known as conclusion. Suppose I found one statement that, okay, so one statement in the newspaper, that's it. So suppose today I saw. So central government has, what do we say, increased FDI share, foreign direct investment share, in insurance sector. Okay, this is what the statement that I found in the newspaper. The conclusion that I can draw is, okay, FDIs will be controlled by government of India. Got it? So this is a valid conclusion. This is a valid conclusion. Okay, suppose I found one statement that, okay, the minimum support price for what do we say, wheat has been increased from 2000 to 2500 per quintal. Okay, so immediately the conclusion that I can make is, okay, so the minimum support price will not be in the hands of farmers, it will be in the hands of government. Am I right or wrong? Like that, by listening something, whatever is the idea that you will get, whatever is the thing that you can take, that is known as a, what do we say? That is known as a conclusion. That's it. Okay, right. So next one, course of action. A beautiful one. Listen carefully. Okay, so course of action means what is the immediate action that you will take? Underline the word immediate action. Okay. So why I said immediate is, suppose there are some floods to one area. Okay. So floods was caused at some place. Automatically, being a public, being the government, we have some things to do, right? The first one that we have to do, I'm writing some possibilities. Okay, being a public, send aid. Being a public and being the government. Okay, aid means food grains, medicines, etc. Okay, water, etc. Second one, rescue operation. Rescue operation means the flood, some people will be, their lives will be in danger, right? So we have to rescue them, right? Rescue operation. Number 3, rehabilitation centers. So means they are relocated to some other places. Okay. So rehabilitation centers. Number 4, migration. Number 5, construction of perfect houses with concrete, etc. Okay. Means floods means affected people means in general poor people. In general, not saying always. Okay, poor people means they are unable to construct their house with concrete. They will go with some what do we say, simple ones, huts type, right? Okay, so if there is a huge air also, that will lift out, right? There is a reason construction of perfect houses with concrete, etc. Okay. These are the 5 courses of action I am giving. Which are the better ones? You have to understand. So floods, suppose to my area there is some floods means, so all around me we have some water, but I am unable to drink. Is it correct? So I am unable to wash my face. Am I right or wrong? That's why water is required. Sir, I don't find food, sir. The food will be contaminated one. So I need uncontaminated food. Okay. Sir, already the dirty water fell on my body. So I might get some rashes or skin problems. Need some medication. With that dirty water, unfortunately, some water will go into the body, right? Due to that, some small fevers, etc. were started. I needed medicine, etc. etc. All this comes under aid. So when any floods comes, immediately first we will expect this from the public and the government. Yes, that is a valid course of action because that can be done immediately. Rescue operation, sir. Their lives are already in a good position, but there are some lives still in the water. First, we have to save them, right or wrong? Yes, rescue operations are mandatory, immediate action. That is rehabilitation centers. Sir, here we got the floods means if we stay here only means it's a difficult task, right? That's why move to nearby. What do we say? Higher areas means when compared to the altitude of ocean or river water. Okay, high places we have to move. Okay, fine. So this is okay. Migration. It is the course of action which is not at all recommended. Why? Because, sir, now we got floods to Chennai. So you said that I will evacuate Chennai. Where do you go? Vizag? Tomorrow Vizag you will get it. Where do you go? Hyderabad? Sir, due to heavy rains, Hyderabad also we got floods. Okay. Will you go to Vijayawada? Sir, Krishna river is there, sir. Again, there is a scope of floods. Where do you migrate? Means, if you think migration is the solution, okay, so for what we say, floods, that is not. Because the rehabilitation centers and migration have a small change. Rehabilitation centers means, sir, now huge what do you say, floods are there. So I will go to that rehabilitation center. I will stay there for 2 days or a week. Okay, so that the water level goes out. Okay, government has already cleaned it. So now I am able to reside in my home again. So then I will what do you say, leave that the rehabilitation center and I will go to my home again. That is known as rehabilitation centers. Temporarily. Coming to migration, migration means, sir, suppose at Chennai we got floods. Sir, leave the Chennai. No more Chennai. I am now migrated to Bangalore. Okay. Suppose if there is any earthquake in Bangalore, sir, leave Bangalore. I am going to Hyderabad. Okay. Huge temperatures were reduced a lot in Hyderabad. Suppose leave Hyderabad, go to Delhi. Got it? This is what migration means. Permanently living. Okay. Permanent living is not the one. So this is not. Okay. Next one, construction of perfect houses with concrete, etc. Yes, 100% this is a valid one, but not now. Why? Because floods are there means you should not think that, okay, Manna lost his house, okay, Mr. Pullarao lost his house, Enkaima lost her house, okay, so we have to give them a beautiful houses. Okay, construct it, plan it, engineers, come on, plan it, etc. etc. That is not the course of action that decide, because this is a course of action over a period, not immediately. Right or wrong? Immediately rescue operations, food, grains, etc. etc. should be provided, not construction of the houses. So Fifth one is not a valid conclusion, valid course of action. Means course of action means which should be done immediately. Okay, good. Suppose let's go with some other example. Okay, what I said is floods. But so course of action means already I have given to you that immediate course of action, immediate action that you will perform, right? The other one that you have to know is okay. So suppose there is some not earthquake, okay. So drought situation, okay. So if you observe at some places, droughts are very common. What is the course of action if he is asking? Always remember, for droughts, there is no immediate course of action. Okay. Floods means, suppose if you do something, the water goes out, then you are very good, happily, decently you can work, you can live. But drought, you cannot handle in a day. Drought means there is no rain, there is no groundwater, then we will call it as drought situation, right or wrong? Okay, you are unable to call Mr. Ryan, come on, fast, here, it's a drought situation. Don't you know? Good, properly plan it. You are unable to answer like that, right or wrong? So rain will not come. Simultaneously, you earth, you have a lot of water in that place now, take something to here and make it a land with plenty of water. You are unable to do it. You are unable to take the water from there to here, right or wrong? Okay, then what should we do? So what the thing that we have to do at a drought situations is, okay, there is no immediate course of action. Okay, there is long run plans only will be there. That will also be taken as course of action in drought situation. Okay, okay. Suppose earthquake, immediate course of action. Earthquake, immediate course of action will be taken because it will not come regularly. Okay, it will not inform us 6 months earlier. Yeah, after 6 months I'll come. Okay, and I will be there for 3 months. It won't. Drought situation will say that when there is no rain and the soil doesn't have water, it will say that next 6 months you will face the drought situation. Okay, it will be there for up to the next rainy season. Means another 6 months it will be drought situation only. It informs us, but it will not. So immediate course of action you can take. Okay, so recently in Japan we got the earthquakes. Okay, that time what we have to do is, okay, so some people will become homeless. Try to move them to the better places and send some aid to them. Okay, already those who are under, what do we say, their houses, okay, etc., etc. If they take them to hospitals, okay, give them proper medication, first aid kits, etc. Okay, that is the immediate course of action for earthquake, right or wrong? Okay, course of action is the one which immediately need to be taken or performed. Okay, good. Next one, arguments. Okay, nowadays I have a strong feeling that if every person in the society, in the country, is good at arguments, immediately all the politicians will become captionless. Why? Because one politician today says that that's the wrong thing. Next day he will changes the party and says that this is the best policy. Sir, yesterday what you said, today what you said. Okay, so when he is throwing some mud onto that party, he will say that that is the wrong policy. There are some disadvantages of it. Okay, so the next day he will jump to that party. He will say that this is an extraordinary policy. See the benefits of this policy. Am I right? So he is doing fun with you, but you should not make fun with your lives, right or wrong? Should be in a state that whatever he said, you should not. Okay, correct. Should not accept like that. Okay, so that's why you have to practice arguments. Arguments means, okay, it should be strong argument with the logical reason behind it. Okay, right, good. So in arguments, what you can say is, you can say yes, you can say no, no problem. Suppose bullfights if you take. Okay, he said that bullfights can be encouraged. Okay, he's asking question. Bullfights need to be encouraged or not? This is what the question will ask. Followed by argument one, argument two. In general, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes both will be yes, sometimes both will be no. But he will add some other statement to that. Yes, okay, as traditional. The tradition. No, it encourages cruelty. Then we can say that. So even though it's a tradition, we should stop it. Why? Because so through bullfights, what happened? So you are forcefully doing some harm to the bulls, right or wrong? So that means it is encouraging cruelty and brutality in your brain. So that's not recommended in the society. So no, I won't accept it. So I won't accept bullfights because no, it encourages cruelty towards the animals. Right or wrong? It encourages cruelty towards the animals. So it is not a recommended action. So this is correct. Suppose instead of that he said that A2, it means argument 2, no, it is a sport where sportsmen are more prone to injuries. More prone to injuries. Suppose he gave a statement like this, again I will not accept it. Why? Because, sir, if you take a cricket, if the ball hits, okay, to the nose will go. Sometimes the ball hits at different places, there will be a lot of damages. If you take volleyball, when we lift like this, there is a scope that our fingers may damage. If you go to kabaddi, there are some people who died in kabaddi. I don't know. If you take hockey, when you hit with the bat, the ball may hit some place of your organs, okay, where you will get damage. I don't know. So rugby, so many died. Okay, and boxing, so many died with it. So those all are the sports where people are very much prone to injuries. Okay, with that reason, we should not stop bullfights. That's why this is wrong. So you can say yes, you can say no. I'm happy. I won't irritate you. I won't say that is yes or no. But what I can say is, yeah, just a second. Yeah, good morning, good morning. Okay, what I can say is the argument should be valid and strong. Got it? So this is about argument. Okay. Next one. Cause and effect. Cause and effect means he will say two events, event A, event B. You should identify which is the cause and which is the effect. Which is the cause and which is the effect. Okay. Raju carrying an umbrella. It's raining. It is raining. Like this, he has given two statements. You should identify that. Why Raju is carrying umbrella? Because it is raining. Okay, since it is raining, he is carrying an umbrella. Means this is the effect, but this is the cause. Right or wrong? Why this is why that is happening is cause. It is raining. Right or wrong? That is the cause due to which he is taking an umbrella. So that is known as cause and effect. Okay. So if you can understand English, easily you can solve it. Easily you can solve it. Cause and effect. Right. So no need to discuss much about it. That's okay. Like decision making or selection criteria. In decision making and selection criteria, students be careful in it. Okay, he will specify in an interview. Suppose I am giving an example with respect to interview. Okay, I want to select some students. So some what do you say candidates in the interview for a job in my office. Okay, I will say that he should be a graduate, he should be postgraduate, he should have some experience, or he should have some age, etc. etc. I will give some conditions. Okay. So sometimes what I will do is exceptions also I will do. Okay. Suppose graduation with more than 60%. Suppose I said post graduation with more than 60%. Okay, experience should be more than or equal to 3 years. Age should be 25 to 35 years. Suppose this is what the statements I made. So you should write all these statements in your notebook, your rough paper. Followed by, he will give some correction. Suppose if a student satisfied all except 2, remember that satisfied all except 2. Okay, then you have to check that EC completed PG with more than 50% and graduation with more than 75% or not. Okay, then he referred to chairman. Means in that case you are unable to take the decision. You have to refer to the chairman. Okay. So like this you have to write the conditions. And any question he gives immediately, okay, first one satisfied, 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 satisfied. So selected. All were satisfied means selected. Satisfied, satisfied, dissatisfied, satisfied. So it doesn't have any exception, right? So automatically simply reject. Satisfied, satisfied. Okay, satisfied. It is not into, it is star. Means he is not specifying about his experience. If he has not specified his experience, you should not say that he don't have any experience. You should say that, so you don't know the experience of that people. Okay. Since you don't know the experience, you should not say that he will be selected or rejected. You should say that, okay, data is not sufficient or simply can't say. Like this we should identify. Okay. Satisfied, satisfied, satisfied. Okay. So then, suppose this is not satisfied and this is, what do we say, data is not clear. Then what should we do? So since the data is not here, we should go for consent. Or this is not selected means rejected. We have to think of it. Sir, here the data is unknown for you. Okay. If the data is known, he might have completed PG with more than 60%. Yes. Maybe less than 60%. Right? Okay. Then what happens? But still it was failed means automatically he will be rejected. Right or wrong? So you should say that this is a rejection only. Okay. So satisfied, 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 not satisfied, but alternate satisfied. Send him to the chairman. Got it? Just like this, you have to make a tick marks. You can easily identify decision making alias selection criteria. Okay, my dear boys and girls. Those who already listened these topics of decision making, cause and effect, etc., they can easily recollect all the things. Those who has not taken the class of these topics will be difficult, okay, because all these cases I have to give as a separate questions to you. Okay, that is not the recommended one because this is a quick revision program. Revision means those already who practiced it, for them it is helpful. Okay, good. So this is about decision making and critical reasoning. Okay, now regarding non-verbal reasoning, very difficult to realize. What do we say? Revise. Okay, that's why I'm going to now number system. Okay. In number system, of course, everybody has to go from the basics only. What is natural number? What is even number? What is prime number? All you have to learn. Okay. So now I'm revising. How do you write 0.32 bar? The form of P by Q. This is the first one I will explain. The basics I won't. Okay. It has total 3 models. All the 3 as a 3 examples I will give you. Okay. Next one. So sum of factors, number of factors, etc., etc. This is one concept is there. You should practice it. Fourth one, everybody should be good at divisibility rules. Okay, divisibility rules. You should practice. Okay. As I said earlier, from the basics and from the divisibility, you won't get any direct question. Okay. So next one, units, places. Units, places. Next one, highest power. Next one, number of zeros at the end. Number of zeros at the end. And the next one, eighth one, reminders. Reminders is a more number of models. Okay, these are the topics that we have to discuss. As I said earlier, you won't get direct question from these two. I'll give you the examples for all these, the remaining. Okay. Suppose, first of all, if I go with 0.32 bar, how do I solve it? 0.57138, suppose bar is only for 138. 5.627 bar. How do we solve these three? As I said, it has only 3 models, right? The first one I said that if you find any such, okay, the digits under the bar 32. 2 digits means 2 nines, 99. That's it, there ends the game. Suppose if I go with the next one 57138 bar for 138 only, then all you have to write 57138. From that you have to subtract the digits which are not under the bar. This 5 and 7 we have to subtract by, we have 3 digits under the bar, means 3 nines, followed by 2 digits not covered under the bar, 2 zeros, those many zeros, right? Okay, good. Next one, suppose if you have 5.627 bar, in these two, before decimal it is 0, but before decimal we have a number, right? Then what I said is, forget about this 5 or whatever the number that he give. Only think of 0.627 bar either like this or like this. Will be in this form, right? Okay, what should you do? 627 followed by 999. Now, before that we have 5 means that 5 you have to write like a mixed fraction here, right or no? That's it. Okay, anything cancels, you can cancel. Suppose it is divisible by 3. 3 2s, 3 zeros, 3 9s. Okay, 3. So happily we can say that answer is 5209 by 3. Okay. This is the first model of conversion of recurring decimals to P by Q form. Completed. So the next concept we have to discuss is sum of factors, number of factors, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So suppose he has given one number called 72. Okay. So first we have to go with the prime factorization of 72, because you can go with number of factors. Okay, I'll give only a few which are required. Number of factors, number of even factors, number of odd factors, sum of factors, okay, product of factors. Only I will revise this 5. In the classroom, we will discuss almost 12 or 13, right or no? Okay, those you can. But for the examination point of view, these 5 are important. I will give you. If you want to solve any of this one, first you should write 72 as a product of primes and its powers. Okay, so that you can do by using 72 236. Only with prime numbers I have to divide 18, 2 9s, so 3 3s. So 2 will be 3 times 2 cube, 3 will be 2 times 3 square. So it is 2 cube into 3 square. Okay. So of course, if you are good at calculation, you can say it is 8 into 9. 8 means 2 cube, 9 means 3. Fine. Okay. So it is, we can say that 2 cube into 3 square. 2 cube into 3 square. Got it? Okay, fine. Now, if you want the number of factors, if all the bases are primes, then add 1 to the powers. Okay, 3 plus 1, 2 plus 1. So 3 plus 1 means 4 into 3 is how much? 12. How many factors are there? 12 factors are there. Suppose number of even factors if he is asking. If you want number of even factors, whatever you did earlier, the same you have to work out. Means 3 plus 1 into 2 plus 1. One small change, sir. That is, if you want number of even factors, don't add 1 to the 2. 2 power. 2 power is how much? 3, right? Further, don't add 1. Okay, don't add 1. That's it. 3 into 3 is how much? If you want number of odd factors, 2 into anything will become even, right? That's why if you want odd factors, say that 2 is not there. Follow the same rule. Same rule means add 1 to the powers. It's this side, if I forget, only the power is 2. 2 plus 1. Okay? So how much it is? 3. Sum of factors. Sum of factors means, okay, it is 2 cube and 3 square, right? So 2 power, 2 cube means 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube. Means you should start at power 0, you should end up to the given one. Okay. So followed by same for 3. 3 power 0 plus 3 power 1 plus 3 square. Because there is 3 square, right? I should stop there. Multiply these two. Okay. If you want product of factors, given number, power, number of factors by 2. How many factors are there? 12 by 2. Means 72 power 6. That is the product of factors. Clear? This is about sum of factors, product of factors, etc. So the next concept we have to learn is units places. Units results. Right. If I want to speak about units results, okay, the point we have to understand is, okay, right, good. Right. The points we have to understand about units results is, so periodicity 1, periodicity 2, periodicity 4. Okay, 3 models are there. Okay. So periodicity 1 means we have the digits 0, 1, 5 and 6. These 4 numbers, periodicity is how much? 1. Yeah, my dear online students. Okay. So are you able to follow or not? Respond once. I am also observing you. It's better to respond. That's good. Right. 0, 1, 5, 6. Okay, suppose if I take these numbers, if I find any question 576 power 2347 he gave. Its unit place is how much if he is asking, then what should we do is, so no need to consider the entire number, only the units place. How much it is? 6. 6 means its periodicity is how much? 1. 1 means always the same digit will continue. So its units place is 6. Okay. Suppose if he is asking another question, 2375 power 12457. If you want the units place of this one, no need to take the entire one, only take the units place. How much it is? 5. Okay, now 5 means periodicity is 1. 1 means always the same units place, it is 5. Okay, suppose he said that 71 power 736. Okay, no need to consider the entire number, consider only the units place, that is 1. Okay, so 1 means periodicity is how much? 1. So always the same units place, that is 1 only. Okay, so suppose he gave the question like this, 5620 power 7896, suppose he gave. No need to consider the entire, only the units place is how much? 0. 0 means periodicity is how much? 1. 1 means always the same. So periodicity 1 is completed. Now I am going to periodicity 2. Okay, we have the numbers 4 and 9 with periodicity 2. Okay, periodicity 2 means 4 power any odd if we give, the unit place will be 4 power 1. 4 power even if we give, it will be 4 square. Same for 9. 9 power odd means you consider it as 9 power 1. 9 power even means you have to consider it as 9 square. Okay, that's it. Let's have some examples on it. Suppose 234 power 726 units place. 789 power 789 units. 484 power 579 units place. 7329 power 728 units place. Suppose he is asking this for question. What you have to consider is, sir, I will consider only the units place, sir. How much it is? 4. 4 means even or odd? 4 means. So it is 4 means periodicity 2. Periodicity 2 means we have to observe the power is even or odd, right? The power is even. Even means we have to treat it as 4 square. The value of 4 square is 16. 16 means it is 6. That's it. Suppose 789 power 789. No need to consider the entire, only the unit place is enough. The unit place is how much? 9. Okay, 9 means, so periodicity is 2. Periodicity 2 means power even or odd we have to check. Okay, verify the power is odd. So 9 power odd means 9 power 1. So happily unit place is 9, that's it. Suppose if I go with the next one, 484 power 579. So unit place is 4. Okay, 4 means periodicity is 2. 2 means power is even or odd we have to consider. Okay, power is odd means answer will be 4 power 1. So it is 4. 7329 power 729 means we have to consider only the units place, that is 9. 9 power is even. Okay, periodicity 2 means power even or odd we have to check. Power is even means 9 square. 9 square means 81. So the unit place is 1. There is the game. Periodicity 1 and 2 completed. Now we have to go with periodicity 4. Periodicity 4 means all the remaining numbers comes under periodicity 4. That is 2, 3, 7 and 8 comes under periodicity 4. If the periodicity is 4, okay, the first step is divide the power with 4. Divide the power with 4. This is the first point you have to understand. And consider the remainder. Consider the remainder. So suppose I am giving one question. 722 power 565 is asking question 722 power 565. So no need to take the entire, take only the units place 2 power 565. 2 power 565. So units place is 2, fine. Power I said that divide with 4. Periodicity 4, right? So divide with 4. And consider the reminder. If you want the reminder, no need to go with all the entire one. Just to take the last two digits. 5 by 4. I don't want the quotient, I want the remainder. How much it is? 4 16s are 64, remainder is 1. Okay, if the remainder is 1, answer will be 2 power the remainder 1. 2 power 1 means how much it is? 2. So happily 722 power 565, the unit place is how much? 2. That's it. Okay. Suppose if we give 578 power 774, he is asking. First we have to consider the units place called 8. 8 power 774. 8 means periodicity is 4. Periodicity 74 means divide the power with 4 and consider the remainder. No need to take the entire, just consider the last two digits of 74. 74 by 4. Remember, if you want the remainder, you should not go with this type of partial cancellation. Anywhere if you want the remainder, don't go with the partial cancellation. Okay? Good. So, just keep like that. 4 for 74. 4 1s are 4. 34 means 4 8s are 32. Remainder is 2. What is the remainder you got? 2. If the remainder is 2, then 8 power, what is the remainder? 2. 8 square is how much? 64 means units place is 4. That's it. Okay. So now the other point you have to notice is, suppose 777 power 5768 he is asking what is the units place. As usual, no need to go with the entire number, go with only the units place, that is how much? 7. 7 power 576. 7 means periodicity is how much? 4. Divide the power with 4. Power is how much? 68 by 4. 4 17 is 68 means remainder is 0. Always remember, in periodicity, if the remainder is 0, consider it as 4. Okay. Then happily 7 power 4. 7 power 4 means no need to do the entire 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. 7 7s are 49 means 9 is the units place. 7 7s are 49 means 9. 9 9s are 81 means 1. So then it's the given. Answer is how much? 1. It is the units question. Got it? So like this we have to calculate the units places. Any question in units places you can solve by using this one. Okay? Good. Right. So the next answer that we have to learn is good. Observe, this is completed, this is completed, this is also completed. Now I am going with highest power. Okay, highest power I am completing. If I go with highest power, let us see what should I do. Highest power. For our exam point of view, we have to take highest power only in one perspective, that is enough. Okay. Suppose he is asking highest power of 5 in 100 factorial is how much? Suppose. Okay, highest power of 5 in 100 factorial. Then this is the only model required, right? 100 by 5. Only consider the quotient. Don't go with the reminders or don't go with the decimals. Okay. 100 by 5 is how much? 20. That's it. Next one. So this 20 by 5 again. 4. So how many times we have to do this? Okay. You are asking highest power of 5. This quotient should be less than that 5 we have to take. After that, you have to continue. Okay. So 20 plus 4 is 24. That's it. That is enough because already this 4 is less than 5. Okay. Suppose highest power of 3 in 500 factorial is asking. Okay. So then what should I do? 500 by 3. Only consider the quotient. You need to go with the reminders or decimals. Okay. So 3 1s are 3. 20 means 3 6s. 20 means 3 6. Forget about the reminders and decimals. 166. I said you are asking about 3 means this should be less than 3. Is it? No. Then continue the division again. This 166 by 3. 3 5s, 3 5s. Right or no? Okay. So again, is it less than 3? No. Then continue again. Again 55 by 3. 3 8 ends are 54. That's it. Observe. You're getting decimals or reminders. I'm considering or I'm not considering? I'm not considering. Okay. Good. So then what should we do? What should we do? 18. Now 18 by 3 is how much? 6. 6 by 3 is how much? 2. Enough. Because you're asking about 3 minutes less than that. If you observe even equal if you get, you should continue. Okay. So add all these numbers. Add all these numbers. 2 plus 6 8. 8 plus 8 16. plus 5 21 plus 6 27 2 7 2 3 8 14 1 1 247 is the highest power of 3 and 500 factorial. Okay, here all these questions you will ask will be prime numbers. It is not a prime number, it will be another case. Okay, but for us examination point of view, highest power is not the direct topic that we will get. Actually, highest power is helpful if we are going. Okay, if we are going. Okay, so number of zeros at the end. For that only we have to go for it. Okay, that is the reason. Happily, I am going with the number of zeros now. Okay, so suppose if I go with the number of zeros, at the end. Number of zeros at the end. Okay, suppose if you want to go with number of zeros at the end, what should we do? Or how do we think is very simple. Number of zeros at the end means good. So the point we have to notice is to get the zeros, 2's and 5's are responsible. What we have to do? 2's and 5's. Okay, anywhere if you have a calculation, 2 power 7 into 5 power 7, how many zeros you will get at the end means, okay, 7, 7, right? There are those many zeros you will get. So suppose he gave 2 power 22, sir, but 5 power is only 11. How many zeros you will get? Okay, sir, whichever is the least one, those many. Okay, sir, suppose he is asked in 2 power 222 into 5 power 555, how many zeros you will get at the end? Sir, observe the powers 222 and 555. This is a small, right? So 222 zeros you will get at the end. That's it. Got it? Correct. Suppose he gave a question like this. The question is, so 56 power 7 into 24 power 6 into 15 power 12 into 25 cube into 75 power 6 is asking number of zeros at the end. Okay, what he is asking is number of zeros at the end. So if you want number of zeros, I said that 2 and 5's are responsible ones, right or wrong? So in this one, 2's and 5's are there or not, you have to verify. Sir, 56 means 2 into something. Okay, 2 is there. 15 means 5 into something. So 5 is also there. Okay, then ends the game. Then what should I do is, I will write it as 56 as 8 into 7, right? 8 means 2 cube power 7 into 7 power 7, right or wrong? 56 means I can write as 8 into 7, that is 8 power 7 into 7 power 7. Sir, only 2's and 5's are responsible, sir. So 7 is not required. So strike it out. Sir, 24 means I can write it as 8 into 3, right? 8 means 2 cube power 6 as this into 3 power 6. This is not required. Why? Because only 2's and 5's are required. 15 means 5 into 3. 3's are not required. Leave it. So 5 power 12. 25 means 5 square whole cube. 75 means 5 square 25 into 3. 3 is not required. Leave it. So 5 square whole power 6. Segregate all 2, segregate all 5's. Okay. All 2's means 2 power 21, 2 power 18. That's it. This is about 2 powers. Coming to 5 powers, 5 power 12 into 2 3s are 6, right? 5 power 6. 2 6s are 12, right? 5 power 12. That's it. Now total 2 powers means 2 power 21 plus 18 is 39. 5 powers is 5 power 12 plus 12, 24 plus 6 is 30. Okay. As usual, as I said earlier, lowest number. So 30. So how many zeros you will get at the end? 30 zeros you will get at the end of the product of 56 power 7 into 24 power 6 into 15 power 12 into 25 cube into 75 power 6. Got it? So this is the way that we have to solve it. Okay. Sir, in number of zeros, is there any other type of question? Yes. Okay. The standard type of question is there. The standard type of question says that, suppose how many zeros you get at the end of 500 factorial. Okay. Like the previous one, 500 factorial is also a calculation, right? At the end, there is a scope that you will get some zeros, right or wrong? He is asking the question that how many zeros you will get at the end of the calculation of 500 factorial, he is asking. Okay. Then as usual, what should I do is, 2's and 5's are responsible. Yes, 500 power has some 2's, have some 5's, right or wrong? Because 500 factorial means you have to write as 1 into, 2 into, 3 into and so on up to 499 into 500, right or wrong? Yes. So this is a 2 multiple. In 500 we have a 5, right or wrong? So definitely 5s and 2s are there. So definitely some zeros you will get at the end. Superb. But how many zeros if you want means? So you have to calculate 2 power and 5 powers. Okay. So definitely it is multiplication only, right? So you want highest ones or lowest ones? Lowest ones. Okay, where do we get the lowest power? 2 power or 5 power if you observe? 5 power you get lowest because if you observe the 10 numbers like this, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Two multiples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 multiples are. But coming to 5, only 2 multiples. Means 5 multiples are less in number. So when I go with the questions like this, 2 power 22 and 5 power 11, where the power is least, those many zeros you will get, right? So we have to think of what is the 5 power. This is not required to think. So now the question changes in 500 factorial, 5 power is how much, right or wrong? 5 power is how much means that is the highest power of 5 in 500 factorial, right? Highest power of 5 means what should I do? Actually, 500 by 5. Only consider the quotient. How much it is? 100. 100 by 5 again. 20. Again 20 by 5. How much it is? 4. Okay. Altogether 124. So the number of zeros at the end of 500 factorial is 120. Okay. So hope you understand why the highest power concept is I have discussed, because to get the answers at number of zeros at the end. Suppose he said that 725 or 729 factorial, how many zeros you will get at the end? So no change, do the same. 729 by 5. 5 ones, 22 means 4 and 29 means 5, 145. Divide 145 by 5, it is 29. Now 29 by 5, it is 5. As I said earlier, since you are going with the division of 5, okay, even you should not stop at 5. It should be less than 5. 5 by 5, it is 1. Now you can stop it and you can add it. 145 plus 5 is 150. 29 plus 1 is 30. 150 plus 30 is how much? 180. So happy answer is how much? 180. Okay, highest power of, number of zeros at the end of 729 is how much? 180. Okay. So this is about number of zeros at the end. Now we have to go with the next concept called reminders. Okay, what we have to discuss is next one called reminders. Let us see the concept of reminders once. Okay, before that, allow me a minute so that I will have some water. Okay. Hi Vikram, spatial aptitude also be discussed at the end. Okay. Because I have scheduled in a manner that after number system LCM HCF, after LCM and HCF we have discussed about averages. Okay, like that I have given some blueprint in which order we have to discuss. Okay, right. Now in that order I will go. So please wait for a while so that we'll discuss about spatial aptitude also. Okay, right. Listen carefully. Now we are going with concept of reminders. This is my pen. Right. So now I have to go with the reminders. Okay. In reminders, what we have to observe is, suppose he is asking that 37 power 520 plus plus 49 power 428. I want the reminder when you divide with 6. Then what should we do is, so first of all, individually we have to divide with 6. We have to divide with 6. Okay. So, means first we have to calculate 37 power 527. When you divide by 6, what is the remainder? This I'll call it as remainder. But next one, 49 power 428. When you divide with the 6, what is the remainder? You have to observe. These are the two things we have to do first. Okay, then if I want to solve it, the thing that I have to follow is, first I have to go with 37 by 6 is only the remainder. 6 6 are 36, remainder is 1. Okay. Then what should we do is, this 527 we have to give to this one. 1 power 527. It is 1 only. Okay. Next one. Suppose if I go for this one, 49 power 428 divided by 6. As usual, I have to go with first the base 49 by 6. 6 8s are 48. Remainder is how much? 1. As I said earlier, 1 power 428 we have to take. Okay, it is how much? 1 only. So reminders. So individual reminders I got. How much I got is 1 and 1. So sum. This one is how much? 2. There ends the game happily. There ends the game happily. Sir, the numbers are very easy because we got directly reminders 1. Suppose if we got a reminders other than 1, what should we do? Before going to the highest one, we will go with another simple level. Okay, right, good. Observe that. The question he gave is 35 power 728 minus 41 power. Suppose he gave the question like this. He is asking about the when you divide with 6, what is the remainder? He is asking. So this time what we have to do is, as usual, like the earlier, 35 divided by 728 when you divide with 6. 41 power 15 when you divide by 6. You have to go with the individual reminders. Okay, as I said earlier, you have to go with first 35 divided by 6, right? 6 5s are 30, remainder is 5. If you take remainder as 5, then it will become 5 power 728, which is a headache for you. That's why I don't want to go like that. Sir, 6 5s are 30, 6 6s are 36. It is just less by 1, right? So I will take the remainder as not 5 minus 1. Plus 6 6 are 36, it is less by 1, right? So it is minus 1. Then it will be how much? Minus 1 power 728. So negative number power even, sir. You will get negative or positive only? Positive. 1 power anything is 1 only, right? So its place is 1. So its remainder is how much? 1. Fine. So suppose 41 power 15 divided by 6. Okay, same to same, sir. I will go with 41 divided by 6. 6 7s are 42, it is less by 1. So remainder is minus 1. As usual, I have to take to the minus 1 power 15. So 1 power anything is 1, but negative power odd number means minus 1. Okay, I got individual reminders. How much it is? This is 1 and this is minus 1. In between the sign is minus, so again minus. So minus of minus is plus, right? 1 plus 1 is how much? 2. So happily answer is how much? 2 is the answer. Okay. So 1 and minus 1 is our primary goals. Okay. What we can say, 1 and minus 1 are our primary goals. Okay. Since we have successfully completed the primary goals, now we can happily go with the remaining ones. Okay. So other than 1 and minus 1, is there any scope to get reminders? Yes, we have. Suppose the question he gave is, I'm giving a simple example. Suppose he gave 38 power 726 when you divide by 6. What is the remainder he is asking? Okay. So what we can say is, I have to go with individually 38 by 6. Right or wrong? 6 6 are 36, remainder is 2. Okay. Means we have to take as 2 power 726. In this type of questions, we have to raise the power of 2. Okay. So 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4, 2 power 5 and so on. Okay, every time you have to divide with the same 6. Always divide with, write the reminders. 2 power 1 means 2. 2 by 6 means remainder is 2. 2 square is 4. 4 by 6 means remainder is 4 only. 2 cube is 8. 8 by 6 means 6 ones are 6, remainder is 2. This is the significant remainder you have to identify. Anything repeated? Yes, repeated means next one will be 4. Next one will be 2 again, because verify. 2 power 4 is 16. 16 means 16 by 6 means 6 2s are 12, remainder is 4, right? So once it is repeated means always it repeats. Okay. So when it is repeating, for every 2 times it is repeating, right? 2 times it is repeating means observe 1 and 3 and 5 gives the same reminder, right or wrong? These all are odd numbers, right? Okay, means here if we have 2 power odd, so answer will be 2, right or wrong? So the remaining 2 and 4 are even numbers. The answer is 4, right? So now 2 power even means the answer will be 2 square alias 4. Right or wrong? Okay. Now it is 2 power even. So what is the unit place you will get? 4. That's it. That is the final answer. Okay. Right. Suppose he gave not 38. Suppose 34 power 546 he gave divided by 6. And suppose the same question 38 divided by 5739 when you divide by 6 is asking the remainder. Okay. Suppose if we go with these two. As usual 38 divided by 6. Okay. You will get a remainder of 2. Okay, 2 power 5739. As I said earlier, 2 power odd means 2, right? This 2 power odd means the answer will be 2. Got it? This is about, yeah, this one. Next one, 34 power 546 divided by 6. As usual, I have to go with 34 divided by 6. 6 5 is 30, remainder is how much? 4. Remainder is how much? 4. So the question we can what we say, move in 2 different dimensions. So I will explain you both. Now we got 4, right? As I said earlier, 4 power 1, 4 square, 4 cube, 4 power 4, 4 power 5, and so on we have to take. Every time we have to divide with the 6. 4 by 6 means 4. 4 square is 16. 16 by 6. 6 2s are 12, remainder is 4. 4 cube is 64. 6 times is 60, remainder is how much? 4. 4 power 4 is 256. Okay. So if you divide with the 6, you can do it separately. So always you are getting the same numbers, right? No need to check the remaining. Okay, always you will get the same reminders of 4. So that means 4 power even or odd, no relation, always 4 only, right? So its unit place is 4 fixed. Okay. The other way to drive the same question is, remember, listen carefully. So I am going with one again. 34 divided by 6. 6 6 are 36, it is less by 2, so minus. Minus 2 power 546. Negative power even means positive only, so 2 power 540. Now it looks like this only, right? Okay. So division 2 and 6 divisions, right or no? Okay. Power odd or power even we have to check. Power is odd means 2, even means 2 square. So power is even means 2 square is how much 4. Like this also you can drive. Okay. Either this way or that way. Got it? This is one example of reminders. Suppose he has given a question like this. Okay, 100 power 729 when you divide by 7, what should we do? Okay, what should we do means, so divide the remainder I want. Divide 100 by 7. What do you get? 100 by 7. Okay, 7 14s are 98, remainder is 2. Now it will take us 2 power 729. As I said earlier, now you have to rise to 2 power 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 power 4 and so on. Every time you have to divide with 7. Okay. So 2 power 1 means 2, 2 by 7 means 2 only. 2 square is 4, 4 by 7 means 4 only. 2 cube is 8, 8 by 7 means 1. When you get 1, stop the discussion there. Okay, stop it. And we have to go with the next one. Now what should I do is, so this I have to write as 2 cube power something. That is 729 by 3. Because a power m whole power n means a power m into n. 3 gets cancelled. So 2 power 729. Okay, now what happens is, okay, 2 cube is 8. Power, if you cancel the 3, 3 to 43. As usual, this number again need to be divided by 7. Now 8 by 7 is how much we got? 1, right? Reminder. Okay, 1 power 243. So how much you will get? 1 only. So final remainder is how much? 1. This is the way that we have to work out. Suppose if we increase the level, suppose. Okay. So if we increase the level, what he can do is observe. 100 power, instead of giving 729, he gave 730 divided by 7. Then what happens? As usual, sir, 100 by 7 means I'll get remainder 2. 2 power 735. So, where I'll get 1 or minus 1 is our target always. 2 cube is equals to 8. When you divide by 7, the remainder will be 1, right? Okay, stop here. But this time you are unable to write 730 as a 3 multiple. Earlier 729 is a 3 multiple. That's why 729 by 3 you can write. This time what should you do is 2 power 1 into 2 power 729. First we have to divide like this. Since power need to be raised by 3, the power should be a multiple of 3. Okay. So it is not. So remainder is 1, right? That's why 2 power 1 into 2 power 729. Then do the same game. 2 into 2 cube power 729 by 3. Okay. So this is equals to 2 into, okay. So 2 cube means 8, right? 8 power 243. Okay. You need to divide this one with 7. This one will also be 7. Okay. 2 by 7 means 2 only. 8 by 7 means 1 power 243. So how much you will get finally? 2. Hope you understand. Okay. This is the way that we have to solve it. Okay. So this is the model 1 of reminders. Okay. So that is not the end of the reminders. Now we have to go with the next model of reminders. Okay. Next one. There are two numbers n1 and n2. Both I have divided with x. The reminders are 32 and the other reminder is suppose 35. What are the reminders? 32 and 35. When sum of the numbers n1 and n2, if I divide with the same x, the remainder is, suppose it is 12. So how much it is? 12. Now he is asking a question that, what is the value of x? Okay, question point of view, if you want to know, two numbers on division with x leaves respect to remainders of 32 and 35. When their sum is divided by the same number, the remainder is 12 only. Okay, find the divisor x. Okay, very simple. The value of x is, okay, it's a very small formula. In the classroom we will visualize, but here no need to visualize. Okay, directly I am giving the answer for you. Okay, x is nothing but sum of individual reminders, minus combined remainder. Okay. So sum of individual reminders means 32 plus 35 minus combined remainder is 12. So it will be 55. That is the value of x. This is the value of x. So value of x is 55. Okay, good. This is another model of reminders. Right. See the another model of reminders. A number on division with 36 leaves a remainder of suppose 31. What's the remainder he gave? 31. Find the remainder when the same number is divided by 12. Or else find the remainder when the same number is divided by 10. Find the remainder when the same number is divided by 5. Or 5, 6 suppose. Okay. Find the remainder when the same number is divided by something in number called 8. Let's solve it. In this model, one small precaution we have to notice, that is, earlier you are dividing with 36, right? This time you are dividing with other than 36 some other number, right? That number should be a factor to 36. Okay? So that number should be a factor to previous divisor. Is it a factor? Yes. Is it a factor? Yes. Is it a factor? No. Is it a factor of 36? If those are not factors, remember that the answer is can't say. The answer is can't say. Okay. Suppose if it is divisible, then we will say that no need to do the entire one. Just divide this 31 with the 12. 12 to the 24. The remainder is how much? 9, right? That is the answer. So the divisor is 7, right? The remainder is how much? 7. 12 to 24 means remainder is 7. That is the answer. Suppose if you want 6, okay, as usual, the remainder 31 divide with this 6. 6 5 is 30, the remainder is how much? 1. That is the answer. This is another model of reminder. Okay. So there is no end for number system. Okay, but at some point we have to stop it, right? That's why I'm stopping the reminders here itself. Okay. So with this number system topic is completed, and now we are going to the next beautiful concept called LCM and HCF. Okay, we will start LCM and HCF in 5 or 10 minutes because students will also need to go for some washrooms, right? So that's why continuously it's not a good one. So I'm giving you 5 10 minutes of break and have it. So after the 5 10 minutes of break, we'll continue the LCM HCF A averages, okay, what is the ratios, partnership, percentages, and all we will see one by one. Okay, at have 5 10 minutes of break. What would you Right, let's continue the class. Right, now we have successfully completed number system, right? We are starting about the next beautiful one called LCM and HCF. Let us see what is LCM and HCF. And of course, everybody knows what is LCM and what is HCF, right? Okay, no need to think and no need to bother about it. The one that we have to focus is the applications of LCM and HCF. So not all, but most of the cases, where you find the meaning of least. Okay, least or minimum. And that's why I said I'm not saying about the words, I'm saying that the meaning of least. Okay, automatically minimum or for the first time, etc. In general, the answer will be LCM. I'm saying always or only in general. In general, it is LCM. Okay. So where you find the meaning of highest or maximum, okay, or greatest, in that case we have to go with HCF. Okay. Now I'm purely giving the applications of LCM and HCF. Okay. So applications of LCM. Models I will discuss with you clearly. Listen carefully. A number is divisible by 5, 6, 8, right? Some other number called suppose 12. Find least such number, LCM. I don't want the answer, just what I have to do, I'm writing LCM. Suppose another question is that there are some students in a class that can be grouped into 5 members, 6 members, 8 members, 12 members. Find the minimum number of students in the class, LCM. Okay. There are 4 people, they will walk some distance, the distance is n I'm taking. Okay, so each one 1 foot length is 1 foot length is or 1 leaf length is 5 meters, 6 meters, 8 meters, 12 meters. What is the minimum distance they have to cover? They have to walk. As that each one will go with integral multiple number of steps or leaps. Okay, then it is LCM. Okay. So there are some planets, though they will revolve around the sun. So the time taken for the planets to complete one revolution for the different planets are 5 days, 8 days and 12 days. What is the minimum time required such that the relative positions should be same? Relative positions are same. Okay. Then again LCM. Next one. 2 persons, 3 persons, 4 persons, any number of persons, they started moving from the same point simultaneously. Okay. So they need 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes and 12 minutes to complete one revolution. Time required for one round. Okay. It's 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 8 minutes and 12 minutes. They will move in same directions or opposite directions, not at all a problem for us. Okay. Right. When will they meet for the first time? Okay. Okay, meet for the first time at the starting point. The starting point. So the most important one is starting point. So we have to go with LCM. What we will do is LCM. Got it? These all are some questions for LCM, direct applications of LCM. Okay. Next one. Suppose I have a number. So he said that 250 or else those are 216, 144 and 196 are divisible by that number n. Divisible by that number n. So find the highest value of n. Highest value for n. This is what the question. Okay, what we have to observe is 216, 144, 196. Those 3 numbers are divisible by n. The earlier question, if you observe, n is divisible by these numbers. Means n is larger. This time, these numbers are divisible by n. It means n is smaller. Okay. So answer is HCF. Answer is HCF. Okay. So I have 216 meters long thread and 144 meters long thread and 196 meters long threads are there. What is the length of highest what is the highest length to measure it? To measure these, what is the highest length? So answer is HCF. Answer is HCF. These are all the applications of direct HCF. Now, for LCM, there are some other type of applications. For HCF, there are some other type of applications. Okay, let us see them one by one. So the question is, a number when increased by 6, leaves reminders when increased by 6 divisible by same numbers, suppose 5, 6, 8 and 12. Okay. So a number when increased by 6 means my number is n. Okay. It is increased by 6. Okay. It is divisible by these numbers means LCM. LCM of 5, 8, 12. So next one, the same question is the same solution with a different question format. Find the least such number when you divide with 5, 6, 8 and 12. So it is, I said 6, right? No. Suppose 2. What's what he said? Increase by 2, suppose. Okay. So divide by 5, 6, 8 and 12. Okay. Leaves reminders of 3, 4, 6 and 10 respectively. Okay, find such a least number. Answer is the same. So here the point you should notice is 5, 3 difference, 6, 4 difference, 8, 2 difference, 12, 10 difference is same. That difference only we have to add. Okay, this is another question for LCM application. The next one. A number when reduced by 2, okay, divisible by, suppose the same numbers. Divisible by 5, 6, 8 and 12. Okay, so I want this such number. Okay, reduced by 2, right? N minus 2. Divisible by these numbers means LCM. 5, 6, 8 and 12. That's it. The another question format for the same is a number, a least number, when divided by 5, 6, 8, 12 leaves respective reminders of, okay, leaves a remainder of 2 in each case. Remainder of 2 in each case. Earlier, every time different reminders, but the difference is 2. This time always the same reminder 2. Then n minus 2 is LCM. That's it. Now suppose in these questions, if he is asking second least number, for this one or that one, n plus or minus 2 is equal to 2 LCM. Means n plus 2 is 2 into LCM. Suppose if he is asking about second. Here n minus 2 is 2 into LCM. Now suppose if he is not asking about second least, he is asking about third least. Okay. That n plus or minus 2 is equal to 3 into LCM. Whatever he is asking. Okay, that is. All LCM applications. Least means LCM. Second least means 2 into LCM. Third least means 3 into LCM. Means, suppose here you have written some examples, right? What he is asking least. Suppose if he is asking second least, answer is 2 into LCM. He is asking about third least, 3 into LCM. 10th least, 10 into LCM. Got it? These are some applications of LCM and HCM. Okay. So next important application that we have to discuss here is, so there are, suppose he said that some numbers 295, 345 and 395, three numbers. Okay. So he is asked about divided by x, leaves the same remainder. Okay, now he is asking a question that highest x value is, highest value of x. Okay, so we have to underline same remainder in each case, highest value of x. Okay, so then we have to do with pairwise difference. What's the difference? 50. What is the difference? What is the difference? 100. Okay, answer is nothing but HCF of the differences, that is 50, 50 and 100. So we have 50, right? That is the answer. That's it. Got it? This is the way that we have to start. In LCM and HCF, in most of the cases, this is full to bindas for us. Okay, that means this is enough for us. Right now, let's see the next beautiful one. Here, I will observe your comments also, right? So that's why I am observing it. Got it. Now, let's go for the next beautiful one. Now, averages. So, averages, already you know that. Fundamental formula of averages. Average means sum of observations by number of observations. Sum of observations is number of observations into average. Number of observations means sum of observations by average. Okay, these are the three fundamental formulae. Next, what we have to observe is, so any question if we ask only by taking these three into picture, you can solve it. So for the examinations where Cal-C is allowed, no need to discuss any shortcut for averages. Okay, suppose if you take other than GATE examination or CAT examination or GRE examination where Cal-C is not allowed, then we have a lot of methodologies and a lot of beautiful points to discuss. But coming to the examinations where Cal-C is allowed, no need of that. Why? Because suppose he said that there are 72 students in a class. Okay, how many students are there? 72 students in a class. The average pocket money with them, okay, not prime minister, pocket money with them is 5,326. See, I am not going with much bigger, smaller numbers. I am going with bigger numbers, right or wrong? One member joined the class, due to which the average increased by, okay, suppose at this time also I am not going with 10 like the numbers. The average increased by 23. Find the money with the newly joined person. Suppose this is what the question he is asking. Okay. So the actual procedure says that 72 members are there, their average is 5326. One member joined, now 73 members. Okay. Their average is 23 increase, means 5349. Okay, 73 into 5349. This is 72 members total, this is 73 members total. The extra one is the newly added person. Then ends the game. But suppose if you go without Cal-C, the problem is hectic for you, right or wrong? You can't do it. But if Cal-C is allowed, this is a simple question, right? Okay. If the Cal-C is not allowed, we have three methodologies to do. Okay. Number one, by writing this one and solving it in the best way. One way. So number two is without taking this, okay, visualization, two different visualizations. Okay. So I don't want to discuss anything about averages here. Why? Because all the questions by using this type of regular ones, you can solve by using the calculator simply, right or wrong? That's why averages, I don't want to focus. Next one, percentages. Okay. Right, percentages, as we discussed in the classroom, we have to learn percentages in a 4 modules way. Okay. So in that 4 modules, where Cal-C is allowed, first module is ruled out. What is first module? So suppose he is asking about 21% of 7,200 is how much? Okay. 21% means I can take it as 10% into 2, that is 20% plus 1%. 10% is 720, 20% is double 1440. Plus 1%, 1% means how much it is? 72. So altogether 1512 is the answer. Yes, it is helpful. But for you, 21 by 100 into 7200, 0000 cancels. 21 into 72 you can do by using calculator, right or wrong? Okay, so 21 2s are 42, 21 7s are 147, 150. That's it. Happily you can solve it, right or wrong? So that's why first module is ruled out. Second module is percentage to fraction and fraction to percentage. Okay, this everybody has to learn it. Okay, I'll write the values once, memorize. Any fraction, if you multiply with 100, you will get the desired percentage, right or wrong? Fraction 1 means 1 into 100, 100 percentage. Fraction 2 means 200 percentage. Fraction 1 by 2 means 1 by 2 into 150 percentage. Fraction 1/4 means 1/4 into 125 percentage. 3/4 into 100 is 75 percentage. Okay. Where I said the shortcuts in the class, I will revise it just. Okay. Suppose if you want 3 by 5, okay. So if the denominator is 5, I said that double the numerator and keep 1 0, 3%, right? That's it for all. If you want 7 by 5, denominator is 5 means double the numerator 14 and having 1 0, 140 percentage. So and so on, 1 by 5 family is completed. 1 by 6 means only one value, you should memorize it. Or else 16.66 percentage or 16 by 3 percentage. 1 by 6 is completed. Okay, I said that 1 by 7 family means, the trick I have said is 1 by 7 is 0.142857 bar. Bar means repetition, that is 0.142857, 142857 and so on, right or wrong? Okay, suppose the trick I said is 3 by 7 if he is asking. If the denominator is 7, multiply the numerator with 14. 14 3s are 42. Verify is 42 is there or not? Yes, it is. 42 is followed by 85, so answer is 42.85%. I said this is the one, right or wrong? Next one. Suppose if he is asking something 5 by 7, if the denominator is 7, multiply the numerator with 14. 14 5s are 70, but unfortunately 70 is not here. If 70 is not there, its nearby number will be there. That nearby number is 71 followed by 42. So answer is 71.42%. With this, you can complete all the values of 1 by 7. You should practice it. Okay. Next one. And of course, 1 by 8 also has a trick, but I said better memorize. 1 by 8 is 12.5%. 3 by 8 is 37.5%. 5 by 8 is 62.5%. And 7 by 8 is 87.5%. Okay. These are the 4 values that we have to learn about 1 by 8 family. Okay. Next, 1 by 9 and 1 by 11, I said one small trick, that is, if you want 5 by 9, if the denominator is 9, multiply the numerator with 11. 11 5s are 55. Keep the decimal and asterisk 55. Okay. Suppose if you want 3 by 9, 3 into 11, 33.33%. Fortunately, this is the value of 1 by 3, right or wrong? Okay. Suppose if you want 7 by 9, I said that 7 into 11, 77 point the same number. That's it. This is 1 by 9 family. Suppose if you go for 1 by 11 family, just reverse of it. Here, if the denominator is 9, multiply with 11. If the denominator is 11, multiply with 9. Okay. 5 9s are 45. Point the same number, 45%. Okay. Suppose if you want 8 by 11, now 8 9s are 72. Point the same number, 72. And so on. Okay. This is about percentage to fraction conversion tables, the second module. Okay. Right. Now the third module is percentages based calculations. Okay. In percentage based calculation, suppose he said a question like this. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. So, in a company, there are 1200 employees. How many employees are there? 1200 employees. Narration. Okay. The total number of employees in an organization or in a company is 1200, of which male are 60%. Male are 60%. Okay. Next statement is, in the males, The males, yeah, male postgraduates are 50%. How many are there? 50%. Whereas in female, okay, postgraduates are only 40%. Only how much? 40%. Now the question is difference between male postgraduates or else male undergraduates, okay, and female, okay, UGs. This is what the question he is asking. Then what should I do is, if males are 60%, that means that you should say that females are 40%. Okay. Now, total is 100%, right? I'll take it as 100x. Means I'm directly giving the shortcut for you. So males are 60% means 60x. In that, male postgraduates are 50% means 30x. That means male undergraduate UG are 30x. So in female, postgraduates are 40%. Females are 40% means 40x. Okay. In 40x, 40% means 10% is 4, 40% means 16x. Okay, that means that female UGs are 40 minus 16. That is equal to 24x. Now, difference between male undergraduates and female undergraduates. Okay, this is 30x and this is 24x. Difference is how much? 6x. 100x is equal to 1200 means x value is how much? 12. Then it's again 16 into 2, 12, 17. What the students will do in the examination is they will calculate 60% of 1200 is 720. Means what the student will do, I am writing on the board 720. 40% of 1200 means it is 480. Okay. Now 50% means 360. Means remaining 50% are 360. Okay, in 480, 40% means 192. Means undergraduates means 480 minus 192. It will be 208, right? 288. Okay. Now they will go the difference 360 minus 288. They will get exactly the same answer called 72. But these all are waste of time in calculating the answers. Okay. This is the point you have to understand. Okay. Next one. Next one. Suppose this is one model, listen carefully. A's height is 25% more than B. A's height is how much? 25% more than B. B's height is how much percentage less than A? This is what the question. Okay. Once upon a time, this type of questions are used to ask, but in a concept level, undoubtedly we have to discuss. But what we will do is A's height is 25% more than B means we will take B's height is 100. A's height is 25 more means 125. Now B is how much less than A he is asking. It is less by 25. He is asking about percentage. Then A he is asking, so 25 by 125 into 100. Okay, because he is asking this time the comparison is with respect to A. So A will be the denominator. 25 once 25 5, 100 by 5 means 20%. The common mistake that the students will do is, okay, A is 25% more means B is also 25% less, they will give the answer. That is the wrong answer. Got it? This is another point you have to understand. Next one. So the same question I'll give with different numbers. Listen carefully and observe. A's height is 42.75% more than B. B's height is how much percentage less than A? This is what the question is. Earlier, you said that A's height is 25% more than B means B is the reference, you have taken 100. This time if you take, suppose B as 100, A will be 42.75 more means 142.75, right or wrong? So how much percent less means 42.75 less than 142.75 into 100, even though the calculator is allowed, okay, you won't get exact answer. Okay. Then what should I do? This is not the recommended methodology for this type of question. For this type of questions, first convert 42.75% I am writing here. 42.75% as a fraction. It is how much? 3 by 7. Okay. Now what should I do? A height is 42.75% more. Means out of 7, 3 is more. Means if B is 7, A is 3 more. So how much it is? 10. This is what the statement you have to understand. Okay. So here 42.75% means 3 by 7. Than B means B is the reference. The reference will always be the denominator. So 7. How much A is more? 3 more. Okay, now happily how much percentage B is less than A? How much less it is? 3 less. He is asking than A. A means 10. 3 by 10 into 100. Happily 30% is the answer. Got it? Okay, these are the 2 points we have to learn. Okay. Next one. What the other place where students will face the problem is, observe that his salary increased by, he said that, suppose 20%. How much percentage? 20%. Now the question is, how much percentage reduced now to get back to original? Get back to original. This is what another question he is asking. He will ask him. Then students will say that, okay, A's salary is 100 initially. Now 20% increase means, okay, now it will be 120. Now it should again become 100. Better no? So that means that how much need to be decreased? 20. But 20 out of 100 or 20 out of 120? 20 out of 120. So 20 by 120 into 100. 21 is 26 is 1 by 6 means 16, 2 by 3 percentage or 16.6%. Parents, they give happy. Okay, students will be comfortable up to this. Okay. So the same question, total 3 levels of questions in this model we have. Okay, suppose this time we said that A's height or A's salary increased by not 20% this time. Okay, he said that 37.5%. Same question, how much percentage it should be reduced to get back to the original? Okay, this time also we should not go with 100. We should say that 37.5% means, what's the fraction? 3 by 8. That means that if his initial salary is 8, 3 by 8 increase means out of 8, 3 increased. 3 increase means now it is 11. Get back to the original means again we have to go for 8. Okay. Then what happens? 11 becomes 8 means how much need to be reduced to 3? But 3 out of 11. So answer will be 3 out of 11 into 100. 3 by 11 means just now I said that multiply with 9, 27.27. Got it? So these two students will think of it and they will say that yes, I understand these models. Okay, I will rock it in the examination hall. Okay. But what's the next level question he can ask is, observe. Okay, the next level question he will ask is salary, suppose increased by 37.5%. Up to the same. Okay. Earlier, what he is asking, how much percentage it should be reduced to get back to the original? I don't want to go back to the original. Okay, now the question is, how much percentage it should be reduced such that his overall reduction in the salary is so suppose he said 42 point why should we go for that, 18.18%. Suppose this is what. Okay, so the question first we have to understand, A salary increased by 37.5%. now it is reduced, so that overall it is reduced by 18.18%. Then what should I do is very simple. So first of all, 37.5% and 18.18%, both I have to write the fractions. This 3 by 8, it is 2 by 11. 8 into 11, this is his initial salary, 88. This is what you have to understand. Now, if you take 100, you won't get it. 37.5% means 3 by 8, right? 3 by 8 of 88 increased. Okay, means 33 rupees increased his salary. Okay, 80 plus 30, 110 plus 11, 121 rupees is his new salary. Okay, now the point you have to notice is, now his salary is being reduced. Okay, condition is that overall his overall reduction in the salary is 18.18. Overall అనేది ఎప్పుడు కూడా స్టార్టింగ్ దాని మీద తీసుకోవాలి, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. అంటే 88 మీద రిడక్షన్ ఎంత ఉండాలమ్మా, 2 by 11 ఉండాలి. అంటే 11 ones 11 8s, 8 2s are 16. So overall is 88 minus 16 reduced. So 2 7. So his final salary will be how much? 72. Got it? Overall 18.18% reduced means this is the one. Thus 121 becomes 72 means what I have to think is how much it is reduced. It is 49 reduced, right? So how much reduced means 49 by 121 into 100. Of course, you have the calcium means you can do it, not a problem, right? What the way that we have to work out. Okay, this is another model, and here I have already discussed about successive percentages also. Okay, good. Next one in it, he can ask is, oh, right. The next one he can ask is, right. It is the increase and decrease completed, right? For a shop, cost increased by 10 percentage, due to which consumption reduced by 5 percentage. Okay, overall change percentage in expenditure is. He means expenditure is. This is what the question is asking. Then what I can say is, so first of all, what is meant by expenditure if you observe? How many units I am buying into cost of each unit, right? One variable product of two other variables means happily there we can use the concept of successive percentages. Okay. So successive percentage means if it is increased by x percentage, if it is increased by y percentage, okay, change in expenditure formula is x plus y plus xy by 100 percentage, right or wrong? Okay, in that increased means plus, decreased means minus, right or wrong? Okay, cost 10% increased, consumption 5% decrease means this is 10 percentage, but this is not 5, this is minus 5%. Apply the formula here. 10 minus 5 plus 10 into minus 5 by 100%. 0, 0, cancel. 10 minus 5 is 5. Minus 5 by 10 means minus 0.5. So it will be 4.5%. Overall, you got plus means, okay, overall expenditure increased by 4.5%. Okay. So same to same for area. Okay, area means length into breadth, right? Sometimes you will say that length increased by 20%, breadth decreased by 10%, or breadth also increased by 10%, percentage change in its area. Yes, we do the same concept. Okay, right. This is another concept in percentages. Okay, right. There is no end for percentages. The extraordinary concept. Okay, you have to practice a lot on percentages. Okay, very good. Now we are entering into the profit and loss. Okay. When you discuss about profit and loss, the fundamental models are module 1 if we discuss, okay, cost price, selling price, profit or loss, only these will be there. No MRP, no discount. Okay, right. Coming to module 2, remember only selling price, discount and MRP will be there. Okay, no cost price, no profit or loss. Module 3 says that all means cost price, selling price, profit, loss, market price, discount, selling price, all will be there. Okay, my dear persons. So that is about module 3. Okay. Good afternoon. Okay, good. Now listen carefully. So in module 1, remember that always cost price is reference and that is always equal to 100%. Based on that, we have to solve the problems. Okay. So the direct question in the examination that you can get is, so selling price when profit is equals to 10% is equals to 220. How much it is? 220. So the same selling price when loss is equals to 5% is. This is what the question he can ask directly. Okay, already given in different examinations also. So what we can observe is selling price is 220 is specified. Okay, I bought it for 100%. The profit is 10%. Means 10% I increased and I am selling at 110%. So 110% is equals to 220. Okay. Now, so I want the same selling price, but the loss is how much this time? 5% is the loss. What is the loss? 5%. Then what should I do? Sir, I bought it for 100%. I have sold it for 5% less. Means I am selling for 95%. So 95% is how much he is asked. 110 ones, 110 twos. So 95 twos are 190. But this is a direct question that you can get in the examination hall. Okay. Good. The other questions that we can get is, so the cost prices of two articles, first one and second one, are in the ratio 3:2. This is the ratio 3:5. Profit on this one is 10%. Profit on this one is suppose 20%. Profits is okay. So the number of articles sold are in the ratio 3:2. Okay. Now he is asking overall profit percentage. Suppose if you want overall profit percentage, what I can say is, sir, since cost price are 3:5 ratio, I will take that 300 and 500 are the cost price. Okay. But the number of articles are 3 and 2 means I should not consider about one article, I should consider for both the articles. Means overall cost price is 900, overall cost price is 1000. Okay. So overall the cost price means 1900. How much it is? 1900. And now the profit on the first one is 10% means 90 rupees. The profit on the second one is 20% means 200. So overall profit is 290 rupees. Profit percentage means profit by cost price into 100. So profit 290 by cost price 1900 into 100. 0000 cancel. You can work out 290 by 19 by using your calci, right? At around 15% you will get. Okay, good. Let's see the 14 points of it, right? At around. Okay, see the next beautiful one. So in module 1, what are the other questions that he can ask is, okay, A sold a bike to B at a 20% profit. How much? 20% profit. B sold it to C at 30% profit. How much? 30% profit. Okay. So now C paid, how much C paid is, suppose 312 rupees. How much 3 paid for it? 312 rupees. Okay. So how much A paid to buy it? To buy. This is what the question. This is another model that he can ask. What I can say is, I am writing the cost prices. Cost price of A is 100x. Okay. He sold to B at a profit of 20%, means 20% he increased. So it will be 120x. This is the selling price of A. A's selling price will be B's cost price. Okay. So this is the cost price of B. That's why I said the cost price I am writing. B sold it to C at a profit of 30%. Now B will get a profit of 30% not on the cost price of A, it is on the cost price of B, right? Okay, on 120x. Okay, 10% is 12, 30% means 36 rupees is the profit. Altogether, okay, 156x B is the selling price. B is selling at 156x. That is the selling price of B, and that is the cost price of C, and that is the amount that C has to pay. So I can say that 156x is equal to how much? 312. And now he is asking about how much A paid. Okay, how much A paid means at what price he is buying? 100x. 100x is how much he is asking. 156 once, 156 two. 100x means 100 into 2 is how much? 200 rupees. This is another model that we have to answer. Okay. So the other model that he will give is, by selling 20 articles, a shopkeeper gained the selling price of, okay, suppose 4 articles. How many articles? 4 articles. Find his gain percentage. What he's asking is find his gain percentage. Okay, so if you want to solve it, first of all, you got some profit. That means that you can say that selling price is equals to cost price plus profit, right or no? This is the first one that you have to understand. And so how many articles you are selling? 20 articles. If you want to sell 20 articles, how many articles you have to buy? Okay. I am observing you also, my dear students, online students. Right. So if you want to sell 20 articles, how many you have to buy? 20 articles. So the selling price and cost price both I have to calculate not for one article, for 20 articles. So 20 SP, 20 CP. Plus the profit. How many articles? 5 articles. Right or wrong? SP of how many articles? 4 articles. So that means this is 4 SP. Okay. Segregate all SPs one side and all CPs other side. Move the 4 SP this side, it will be 16 SP is equals to 20 CP. 4 5s, 4 4s. Move the CP this side, SP by CP is equals to 5 by 4. This is the important point. SP is 5, CP is 4, means profit is 1, right? Profit percentage means profit by cost price into 100. So 100 by 4 means how much? 25%. This is the way that we have to solve it. Clear? Right. So the next bit will be okay. So this is all about module 1. There is no end for any module. Okay. So at some extent we have to, okay, good. The concept is covered. We have to think like that and we have to stop there. Okay. Good. See the next one. Selling price, discount and MRP. So here MRP acts as a reference and this is always equal to 100%. That is the reason discount will be calculated on MRP. Okay. So only 2 examples I will give you here. Example 1. Okay, example 1 says that. Yeah, good. Yeah, so selling price is equals to 990 when discount is equal to 10%. I want MRP is how much? Okay. Then what I can say, sir, I will feel that MRP is always 100%, that is 100x. Discount is 10% or 100%, right? So 10x is a discount. So the selling price is remaining, that is 90x. Its value is specified as 990. And he is asking about the MRP, that is equal to always 100x, right? Is how much? 0, 0, 9 ones, 9 11s. 100 into 11 is 1100, right? So this is MRP. Then it's the game. So this is not important one. The most important one in this module is this is the one. Okay. That is 20% and 30% are successive discounts. Single discount percentage is equal to, you will ask. Okay, single discount percentage means, okay, x plus y minus xy by 100%. Single discount percentage formula. So happily, now it will become 20 plus 30 minus 20 into 30 by 100%. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0. 20 plus 30 is 50 minus 6. So 44% is the single discount percentage. This is another concept that we have to learn. Exactly speaking, in module 2, no need to discuss anything. Now we have to go for module 3. Okay, how we will give the questions of module 3 and how we will solve it. Okay, let us see an example. Okay, so selling price is equals to 1440. What is the selling price? 1440. So when discount is equals to 10% and the profit is equals to 26%. Okay. Now the question he will ask is, find the profit percentage when there is no discount, he can ask. What we have to observe is, now we have to identify is it module 3 or not. So he gave selling price, discount is 10% and profit is 26%. Suppose if you take module 1, CPSP, profit or loss, no discount, but discount was given, so this is not module 1. Coming to module 2, MRP SP discount, no profit or loss, but profit and loss also given, so that is not module 2. So it is not module 1, it is not module 2, it has both terms of module 1 and module 2, so this is third module. This is module 3. If it is module 3, what should we do is, okay, we have to equate the selling price. What we have to do is equate the selling price. Okay. Selling price means what should I do? So discount is 10% means MRP is 100%. In that 10% discount I give, so 90% I have to sell. Okay, 90% of MRP is equals to. So profit is 26%, means the same selling price I will write again. So in module 3, the beauty is that equate the selling price. That is the rule. Okay, right. So once you have to write by using discount, another time you have to write by using profit or loss. Okay. So now profit is 26%, means I bought it for 100%. The profit is 26%. Means I am selling for 126% of cost to price. Okay. This is equals to 126% of cost to price. Okay. Now you are changing. This time you are not giving any discount, right? That's why I am writing it as SP new selling price. Okay, there is no discount. What I have to understand is, sir, I went to a shop to buy this board. Okay, I am asking what is the price of this. He said that 10 lakh. Automatically, my next question is, what is the discount that you offer? He said that, sir, we have a lot of demand. I won't give you even a single penny of discount, single rupee of discount. Okay, suppose if I am in a die-hard need, I will buy it. If I want to buy it, I will get any discount? No. That means that whatever is the 10 lakh, he said, that much I have to pay. That means that is his selling price. Actually, 10 lakh is the MRP, right? So the MRP itself acts as the selling price. Okay. when there is no discount. So since here he has not given any discount, so I will say that the MRP itself acts as a selling price. So MRP means 100% is how much we will calculate. Okay, if I simplify it, 9 times 9 14s, 10 become 100 means 10 times. So 14 also into 10 times. So 140% of CP. This is the selling price. So you are selling for 140% means profit is how much? 40%. There is the answer. Alright, next point. Next point. So suppose sometimes he'll ask a question, not the profit percentage, he will say that what percent above the cost price the article got marketed, he will ask. That time also the same answer because this is the MRP, right? MRP is 140% of cost price means it is 40% above market. Okay, so the same answer. These are another questions in profit and loss. These are the another questions that we will get from profit and loss. Okay, now we have to discuss about false weights. Okay, so false weights. What we can say is shopkeeper labeled 50% above the CP. What the shopkeeper said? Labeled 50% above the cost price. Next one, offered 20% discount. What's the discount he offered? 20%. But this time, profit percentage he is asking, not a false weights model. Just directly. What we can say, sir, if the cost price is 100, marked labeled means MRP is 50% above, so 150. Okay, discount is 20%. Discount will be given on MRP, right? 150. 10% is 15, 20% is 30 discount. So 120 rupees is the selling price. Sir, I bought it for 100 and I am selling for 120. Means I am experiencing a profit of 20%. That's it. Okay. So there ends the game. Sir, suppose the same question, I am giving a small twist for you. That is, labeled 50% above the CP, above the cost price. Offered how much discount? 20% discount. Okay. So gives 800 grams out of a kg. So 1 kg means actually he has to give how many kg, how many grams? 1000 grams, but he is giving only 800 grams. As usual, he is asking find his profit percent. Okay. Then what we have to observe is, so sir, 1000 grams, sir. For my convenience, I am taking 1 gram is 1 rupee. So for me it is 1000 rupees. Means to the customer I am narrating. Okay, this is a false weight, right? Okay, customer narration is different and reality is different. First I am going with the customer narration. Okay, for the customer narration point of view, okay, so 1000 grams I am giving to the customer point of view I am saying. Okay, suppose you are the customer, I am speaking with you, I am the shopkeeper. Okay, I am giving you 1000 grams. Yeah, I am buying 1 gram for 1 rupee. 1000 grams means 1000 rupees I pay you. I am labeling means MRP is 50% more, right? So my MRP will be 50% more. So 1500 is my MRP. In that 1500, I'll give you 20% discount. 20%. Discount will be given on MRP, right? 10% is 150, 20% means 300 discount. Now you have to pay me 1200 rupees. Pay me. This is what you are paying, right or wrong? Okay, got the SP. So customer point of view, customer left it. Now I said that I will give you home delivery. Okay, I am going to buy the article, suppose. Now I went to the shop. I want to buy it and give it, right? So now tell me, actually I am giving 1000 grams or 800 grams only? 800. So that means that instead of giving 1000, I have to give only 800 grams, right? Shopkeeper, I am saying that, okay, so give me only 800 grams. Don't label that it is kg or 800 grams. Just give me a blank one. He has given 800 grams. Means how many grams I bought it? 800 grams. 1 gram is 1 rupee. Okay. Means how much I have to pay? 800. If I am paying 800, that is my cost price. The selling price is 1200, cost price is 800. So I am experiencing a profit of 400 out of a cost price of 800 into 100. So 400 once, 400 twos, 100 by 2 means 50% is the profit. The question we need to visualize like this. Then we can do it easily. Okay, else we can't. So these all are one models of profit and loss. Okay, right. Now we are going with the next concept. So before that, I'll have a small some water. Allow me a minute. Okay. Right. Listen carefully. So simple interest and compound interest. Okay. So for us exam point of view, the topics where we will get more number of questions, I'll focus there more. Okay. In general, simple interest and compound interest will get very less number of. Okay. No need to focus more and more on simple and compound interest. Okay. But still, I'll give you what is simple interest and what is compound. So always remember, principal is 100%. Okay. So and I'm giving directly a question. So the principal is specified is 50,000 rupees. The rate of interest is specified as suppose 20%, and the time period is specified as 3 years. Okay, and he is asking about compound interest. That's one question. Simple interest is how much? Another question. Suppose if I want simple interest, the rate of interest is 20% per annum, means for 1 year. You have given 3 years of time for me, means 20% into 3, that is equals to 60% is the total interest. Now I have to pay 60%, that is 60 by 100 into 50,000 we have to calculate. 0000 cancels. So 60 into 3 zeros if I keep as is. Now 3 6 5 is 30. 30,000 rupees is the interest completed. Suppose if I want to go for compound interest, what should I do? For first year, 20% of 50,000 I have to give, right? 20% of 50,000. So then it will be how much? 1 lakh. Sorry, 10,000. How much it will be? 10,000. So second year I have to pay this 10,000 plus interest on 10,000. Okay, 10,000 interest is how much? Rate of interest 20%, right? 20 means 2,000. Altogether 12,000 you have to pay. Third year how much you have to pay? This 12,000 plus interest on 12,000. Okay, interest on 12,000 means on 12,000 20%. 10% is 120, 20% is 240. Okay, so sorry, 20%, right? 2,400. So it will be 14,400. Okay, all together 10,000, 12,000, 14,400. Means 26,400 rupees is the total interest that you have to pay at component. Okay, this is the way that we have to solve it. This is the way that we have to solve it. Now, let us see the next example. Okay, so compound interest for the third year is equals to, compound interest for the third year is equals to 5760. Okay, rate of interest is equals to 20%. I want the principal is how much? Okay, any one particular, if you want the compound interest, this is the way that we have to work out, right? So what should we do? So, sir, rate of interest is 20%. Means for the first year you have to pay 20%. So second year we have to pay this 20 plus interest on this 20, right or wrong? Okay, how much interest? 20% isn't. 10% is 2, 20% is 4. Okay, so 24% we have to pay. If I go to the third year, what should I do? This 24 I have to pay plus 20% on 24. 10% is 2.4, 20% is 4.8, altogether 28.8% is the compound interest we have to pay for the third year. Okay. This value is specified as 5760. He is asking about the principal call, that is 100%. This is how much? Happily go with 28.82s are 576 and having 0. Decimal vanish means one more 0. So 100 into 200. That means how much it is? 20,000 rupees is the compound interest, right or no? Okay, compound interest problems in general we will solve by using this one. So the other model that he will ask in to us this. Okay. A principal doubles itself in 5 years at compound interest. In how many years it will become? So 64 times he will ask. How many years the principal becomes 64 times itself at the same rate of compound interest. Okay. So the concept I have given is doubles means 2 times. In how many years? 5 years. Now 64 times means 2 power 6. How many years means I said that the power is 1, right? Multiply this one, divide with this one. So 5 into 6 by 1. So how many years? 30 years. I don't know. This is the way that we have to solve for compound interest. Suppose the same question is for simple interest. If it is simple interest, then I said that 2 times means minus 1. Only 1 time. How many? 5 years. How much? 5 years. Now he is asking 64 times. Number of times minus 1. 63. How many years? This is what the shortcut that we have to use, right? Okay. So 1 becomes 63 means 63 times. So answer will be 5 into 63. 315 years of time is required. In simple interest only 30 years. Compound interest 315 years of time is required. Okay. Good. Next one. Next one. Okay. So in simple and compound interest this is enough. Let's go with the data interpretation. Okay. If you want to focus on data interpretation, the major 2 areas that you have to focus are percentages and calculations. Okay, so already you have calculus means calculations you are perfect. Already you revised the percentage means percentage also you're a bit good, right? So now let us solve the questions. The common questions will be like percentage based normal. Okay, for us we won't get 5 questions, 2 questions, 3 questions, right? In general we'll get 1 question, right? So it will be a different perspective. Okay, this time I am going with that complete different perspective of the questions that can be given in your examination. Okay, alright, observe this. Consider the following table. Players A, B, C, D are the players. Runs scored in the first innings, balls faced in the first innings. Runs and balls faced. Runs scored in the second innings, balls faced in the second innings. Okay. Now, who is the fastest run scorer in the test match? Fastest run scorer. Fastest run scorer means more runs at less number of balls. Is it correct or wrong? Okay. Means runs by balls we have to do. Sir, is he asking about the first innings or second innings or the test match? Test match means both together. Okay, means runs of the first one plus second one. Balls of the first one plus second one. Okay. Good. Suppose if you take A, 61 plus 14, 75 runs out of 99 plus 76. Okay, it will be 175. Okay, the next one 5 and 50 means for B. This is for A, right? For B, this is the better one. Okay, for B, 5 plus 50 means 55 runs out of 12 plus 85, so 97 balls. For C, 15 plus 20, 35 runs out of 75 plus 50, 125 balls. For D, 13 plus 12, 25 runs out of 50 plus 55, 105 balls. So he is asking fastest, means highest we need. Calculate this by using your calculator, you will get the answer, right? Where it is highest, that will be the answer. Suppose if the calc is not required, suppose for me it is not required. 75 2s are 150, means it is 1 by 2 point something, right? 55 2s are 110, that much is also not there, so it is 1 point. 35 3s are 105, it is more than that, so 1 by 3 point. 25 4s are 100, it is more than that, so 4 point. All the cases the numerators are same. If the numerators are same, where the denominator is least, there the value is highest. Okay, here the denominator is least, right? So who is the fastest runner? B is the fastest runner. So which option is the answer? Option B is the answer. Clear for you? This is the way that we have to work out. Okay, so this is a combination of averages, but not purely averages. Okay, just calculation. Let's see the next bit, Filman. A pie diagram shows the percentage distribution of proteins, water, and other dry elements. Only three are there: proteins, water, and dry elements. So always remember, total should be 100%. Protein, water, and dry. Total should be how much? 100%. Okay, next one. Given that protein corresponds to 16% and water corresponds to 70%, if both proteins and the other dry elements correspond to 3%. First of all, total should be how much percentage? 100%, right? So 70 plus 16 means 86% completed, means dry complete consists of dry elements 14%. Now the point he said is both proteins and the other dry elements correspond to P%. Protein and other dry, so 30%. Okay, is equal to P%, means what is the value of P? 30. Then what is the central angle of the sector representing on the pie chart? Okay, so for that P, central angle we want. Okay, means you draw the pie chart like this. Okay, protein and dry elements together. Suppose this is protein and this is dry elements. Together means this is the, but right or wrong, sector. What is the angle he is asking? Then if you want to solve it, percentage total is 100%. Okay, degrees total is 360 degrees. Now these two together is how much? 30% is how much? Simply cross multiply, you will get the answer. Okay, how much it will be? 30 into 360 by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0. 36 3 is 108. How many degrees it corresponds to? 108 degrees. So which option is the answer? C is the answer. Got it? So the data interpretation questions will be like this. Okay, suppose consider the following data: birth rate, death rate. So how many people are what do we say, newly entering into the world? How many people are dying? Okay. So birth rate and death rate will be given for every 1,000 members. Okay, 1911 to 1921, 10 years. 21 to 31, 31 to 41, 41, 51, 51, 61, 61, 71, 71, and 81. Okay, birth and death. Okay. For which period was the natural growth rate maximum? Natural growth rate means, okay, grow means increasing. Sir, suppose 100 members are newly burning, okay, and 30 members are dying. So overall growth will be 70, right or wrong? Okay, that means simply these two difference we have to calculate. 48.1 and 35.1. So the difference is how much? 14.6. Okay. Then what about this? 46.4 and 36.3. So the difference is 10.1. 45.2, 31.2. Difference is exactly 14. 39.9, 27.4. The difference is 12.5. 41.7, 22.8. So the difference is 18.9%. Okay. 41.8, 18. So it will be 22.2. 37.1, 14.8. So it will be 24 point, 23, 22. Okay. 22.3. Okay, he is asked about maximum. Maximum is highest is 22.3, right? Which one? 1971 to 1981. So which option is the answer? Last option is that. Got it? So the DAs we should not learn in a normal way. Okay. We should learn like this. Yeah, students, hello sir. Hi, hello. Okay, my students, respond once in the what do we say, chart section. That will be more. Okay, coming later. Let's see the next one. All members of a club went to Mumbai. Okay, so from a club, all members went to Mumbai and stayed in a hotel. On the first day, 80% went for shopping and 50% went for sightseeing. Sir, here is a small problem if you observe. First day, 80% went for shopping, 50% went for sightseeing. Okay, but total is 100%, right? But 80 plus 50 is 130, means some are going for both. Yes or no? Whereas 10% took rest in the hotel. Oh, extraordinary. So if it is the total 100%, okay, these are the people who went for shopping. These are the people for sightseeing, SI. These are the people who are not going for both. 10% are rest. Okay, 80% are going for shopping and 50% for it, right? Now the point you have to notice is, okay, so 100, this is 10 means this total is 90. In that, if you observe, this its value is 80, right? That means this should be 10%. Okay, right then. So the other point you have to notice is, sir, this value is 50, sir, and these three together is 90, right? So this is 40. This is 50, this is 10 means this is how much? 40. Okay. So that means that 40% of the people are going only for shopping, 40% are, sorry, 10% are going for only sightseeing, 40% are going for both, and 10% are not going to anything and are staying at the hotel. Okay. Which are the following conclusion or conclusions can be drawn from the above data? 40% members went for shopping as well as sightseeing. Oh, both 40%. Yes, it is correct. The first one is correct. 20% members went for only shopping. Only shopping is how much? 40. But he said that only 20. So this is not. So answer is only one correct. So option is A is the answer. Got it? Right. So the next beautiful one. And so on and so on and so on. Okay. This is about what we say. Okay. So we have other topics also, right? Okay. Let's skip this DI question. Right. Now we are going with time and work because time is precious. I have given DA some information, right? Like that you can think and you can do the problems. Okay. Right now we are going with time and work. Time and work means we have to cover unitary method, time and work, pipes and systems, right? Total 3 topics we have to cover under this topic. Unitary method says that concept M1 D1 H1 E1 by W1 is equals to M2 D2 H2 E2 by W2, right? Okay. So based on this, if we ask a question like this, suppose 100 members or 100 men can complete a piece of work in 50 days. Okay. In how many days? 25 men can complete. Suppose if it is the question. Okay, we can say that M1 D1 is equal to M2 D2. So 100 into 50 is equal to 25 into question mark. 25 ones, 25 twos, 100 twos are 200. This is one way to answer the question. 200 days of time is required. The other way is the number of persons and number of days are inverse proportion. If the number of persons are by 4, automatically number of days will be into 4. 50 into 4 is 200 days. This is another way. So the most important and the most of the students don't know is cross relation. Okay, in inverse proportion, cross relations which we can establish. 25, 50 means double. So 100 will also be double. 100 into 2 is 200 days. This is another one, right? Okay. So now the question you can ask is 100 men dig a well in 75 days. How many days they can dig? 75 days. Now 75 men has to dig. This is a well, right? Okay. This is also a well, but double radius, and half height. How much time is required? Okay, how much time is required? This is what the question. Okay, then what we have to observe is we have to imagine the work. Digging the well is our work. What is the work? Digging the well is our work. Right now I am drawing, listen, observe that carefully. If I want to dig a well, suppose this is my well. Okay. So now what we can say is, in this one, the earth has to be moved or the soil need to be removed, right or wrong? That is my goal. So soil means this all is the soil, right or wrong? Okay, this all need to be removed means the work is nothing but, remember this type of question, volume is nothing but the work. What we have to do is volume is nothing but the work. Okay, so here number of persons, number of days and work, only 3 are there. So the concept that I can use is M1 D1 by W1 is equals to M2 D2 by W2. That's it. Initially 100 men, 75 days, and the work is pi r square h because volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. Okay. Now 75 men, how many days? Pi. It is also volume, but radius is doubled. So pi into r or 2r? 2r square. Into height is half. Means hr half h, half h. That's it. Okay, now if you start simplifying, 75 and 75 gets cancelled, pi and pi gets cancelled. Okay, 100 by r square h is equals to, this 2 goes up, 2d2 by 2 square is 4 r square into h. R square h cancels. Okay, 2 ones, 2 2's cancel. Cross multiply d2 is equal to 100 into 2, how much? 200. So how many days are required? 200 days of time is required. Got it? So this is the way that we have to solve it. This is the way that we have to solve it. Got it? Right, so the next bit will be. Okay, unitary method questions I am discussing now. Okay, he said that suppose 10 men or 20 women can complete a piece of work in suppose 96 days. Okay, in how many days one man and one woman together can complete it? This is what the question is asking. Okay, so in this type of R and connectivities, what we have to do is, so we have to establish a relation between that men and women, etc. Okay, so 10 men can complete a piece of work in 96 days. 20 women can also complete the same piece of work in 96 days. That means that we can conclude that 10 men's efficiency is nothing but 20 women's efficiency. That means that 10 men is equal to 20 women. That implies 1 man is equal to how much? 2 women. Okay. So now we can say that, 1 man and 1 woman, how many days he is asking? I will replace the man with women, 2 women. 2 plus 1, 3 women, how many days he is asking? And we know that 20 women, how many days are required? 96 days of time is required. Sir, these all are number of people. These all are number of days. Means direct proportion, inverse proportion, inverse proportion. Inverse proportion means, so no direct relation. So cross relations are possible. 3 becomes 96 means 32 times. 3 into 32 is 96, right? So 20 into 32. So how many days are required? 640 days of time is required. How many days are required? 640 days of time is required. Got it? This is one way to solve the problem. Right, the other one is 3 men and 4 women. 3 men and 4 women can complete a piece of work. Okay. Next one, 2 men and suppose 3 women. Okay, can complete a piece of work in okay 12 days and 17 days. Now the question is, in how many days 1 man and 1 woman can complete the same piece? That is R connectivity, this is under connectivity, right? Okay, if I want to solve them, what we have to think is, so more than one category is there. We have to relate men and women, right? But directly earlier R connectivity means we can equate, but this time under connectivity we have to go with, these all are the working people, so M1, these all are the working people D1, so working days D1. These all are M2, these all are D2. So first of all I can say that M1 D1 is equals to M2 D2. Okay, so 3 men plus 4 women into 12 is equals to 2 men plus 3 women, okay, into 12 days. Okay, segregate all men's one side, all women's one side. Okay, so 12 threes are 36 men, 12 twos are 24 men. So move this side, you will get 12 men. 12 fours are 48. 12, sorry, both I have written 12 only, na? 17. Okay, 17. 12 threes are 36 men, 17 twos are 34 men. So if you move left side, you will get 2 men as equals to. 12 fours are 48 women, 17 threes are 51. Okay, move that side, you will get 3 women. Okay, 2 men is equal to 3 women. From here, you can convert it into total work, men to women, efficiencies, that means 1 day's work, etc., etc. Or else, substitute this one in either this one or this one. Suppose I am substituting here. 2 men is equal to 3 women, right? So, 3 women plus 3 women. Means this statement is changed as 6 women will complete a piece of work in 17 days. Now, 1 man means, so 2 men is 3 women, sir. 1 man means 1.5 women. 1.5 women plus 1 woman means the question changed as 2.5 women can complete it in how many days? Okay. Now M1 D1 is equal to M2 D2. You can apply. Okay. M1 means 6 into 17 is equal to 2.5 means 5 by 2 into D2. There is again. Okay. Move this side. 17 6 are 102 into 2 means 204 by 5. So D2. That's it. So if you cancel 45 by 4 days. How many days are required? 45 by 4 days. This is the way that we have to solve it. This is the way that we have to solve it. Got it? So this is R connectivity and this is AND connectivity. Okay, even in contractor based questions also we can apply the similar logic, so you can solve it. This is about unitary method. Coming to time and work, suppose A can do a piece of work in 20 days, B can do the same piece of work in 30 days. In how many days they together can complete if he is asking? This is a one standard model, right? Of course, you can use a formula, but that is not required. Okay, so total work you have to imagine, right? LCM of 20 and 30. What is the LCM of 20 and 30? So the total work I am imagining as 60. Okay, 1 day work means 60 by 23 units, 60 by 32 units, together 5 units. Okay, so in how many days A and B together can complete the piece of work means amount of work he has to complete by per day work, 60 by 5. So 12 days of time is required if both are working together, right or wrong? Good. Suppose if I want to go with the next one. Okay, so the next concept says that, okay, A can do a piece of work in 50 days, whereas B can do it in 100 days. How many days are required? 100 days. So B alone worked for 4 days. Okay, then A joined. Suppose this is what the statement here. Okay, in how many days the work lasts? Suppose. What we have to do, as usual, we have to go with the LCM, 50 and 100. So total work is 100 units, we will imagine. 1 day's work means 100 by 52 units. 100 by 100 means 1 unit. Okay, when both are working, 3 units is the total work that they will complete, right or wrong? The next point we have to understand is, you have to understand the question well, further to draw a line. So the work started here, the work ends here. Okay, right. The point we have to observe is, okay, B alone started the work, so B alone, and worked for how many days? 4 days. Now A joined, so A and B both are working. So in how many days the work will be completed means, here to here, if I know this is suppose 30 days, if it is this is 40 days, then what happens? So the problem will be easy, right or wrong? But sir, the problem is, if I want to know this, how many units they did, I want to know. Okay, for that sake, what I am doing is, 4 days B alone work, 1 day work is 1 unit, 4 days means 4 into 1, 4 units completed. So the total work is 100 units, he completed 4 units, the remaining is 96 units is the work that was done by A and B together. Together means per day they will complete 3 units, like that 96 days means 96 by 3, that is equal to 32 days of time is required. So most of the students where they will fail in the examination is, they will say that they got 32 means, they will try to answer it as 32 days, they will search in the options where 32 is available. But the question is not about how many days they together worked. It is asking the question that how many days the work will be completed. Work will be completed means B alone worked for 4 days and together worked for 32 days. So totally 36 days. This will be the answer. Hope you understand where you will do the mistake. Okay. A person joins and left step of drawing the lines are easy, right? Okay. Suppose if you want to go with the wages, what we will say, wages will be distributed. That means the amounts will be distributed in the ratio of their efficiencies. What is meant by an efficiency? Efficiency means 1 day's work is efficiency. Means these two are the efficiencies. Suppose for this in this question, okay, not in this one. Suppose let's go to the previous question. Okay, A and B 20 and 30 days, right? So they together completed the work. For that work, they paid 10,000 rupees as the wage. What is the share of A? What is the share of B? Like that he will ask sometimes. Okay, what we have to observe is, so A's wage means these are their efficiencies. One day's work is known as efficiency. Okay, three A and B efficiencies are in the ratio 3:2, right? So in this ratio only the amounts will be distributed. So A's means 3 by, total is how much? 5. 3 by 5 into. So 5 ones, 5 twenties. So 60, sorry, not 100, 10,000, right? Okay, good. So 2 more zeros. So 6,000 rupees is the wage for A and the remaining is the wage for B. This is the way that we have to solve. But sir, here, is there any scope of getting failures? Yes, we have. Okay, that failure is nothing but, suppose complete this question. Money will be distributed in the ratio of their efficiencies. Okay, I am 100% accepting. Suppose for this work, they paid a total wage of 72,000. How much they paid? 72,000. In this, he is asking A's wage and B's wage. Okay, suppose if you distribute the ratio 2:1, your answer is wrong. Damn sure it is wrong. Why? Sir, money will be distributed in the ratio of their efficiencies only if they start together and till the end if they work together. But that was not happened. B joined earlier, later A joined. Okay, then what should we do? So how many days A worked? How many days B worked? That you have to calculate. Sir, A worked only here, sir. Yes or no? Here A is not there. Only here. How many days? 32 days A worked. Okay. B worked for only all the 36 days, right or no? Here 4 days, here 32 days. Total 36 days B worked. Okay. Remember that in one day A completes 2 units. So 64 units is the work done by A. B completed only 1 unit every day. So 36 units. This time what we have to do is 2 ways we can do. Okay. The standard way, a simple way is, okay, without having any complexity. Sir, for 100 units I am writing here. Okay, for 100 units of work, you are paying an average of 72,000. Means per unit you are paying 720 rupees. A completed 64 units means 64 into 72 rupees we have to pay. B 36 units means 36 into 72 rupees we have to pay. Forget about the calculations, whatever. Okay, in this way we have to work it out. Got it? So this is one point we have to notice about wages. Or else the other way in this type of questions we have to understand is, sir, A completed 64 units, B completed 36 units. So distribute the money in this ratio. Cancel with 4 16s, 4 9s. So money will be distributed in this ratio of 16:9. Suppose I am calculating this one, 1296 to 2. So 1296 means 2592. Okay. So shall we calculate by using this B's wage? B's wage means 9 by 25 into 72,000. Okay, 25, 280, 80. Oh. Okay, 9 by 25 of 72,000, 100. Okay, so check the, one more zero we are leaving. 720, right? Okay, 25,920, yes. Okay, 288. Okay, 2880 into 9. Okay. Now calculate, you will get the answer. 9 zeros are 0, 9 8s are 72, 9 8s are 72 plus 7 is 79, 9 2s are 18 plus 7 is 25. Got the same answer, right? So this is about wages. It's about wages. Okay, right. So in time and work, the other standard model that we have is, sometimes you will say that, sir, A and B together complete a piece of work in so and so days. B and C together completes in so and so days. Okay, and A and C together completes it in so and so days. Okay, in how many days the work will be completed? So when all are working, or only when A alone working, only when B alone working, only when C alone working, right? This is another model that we have to understand. Okay, let us see an example for it. Okay, 6, 3 and 7. What do you do? So A and B together completes a piece of work in 70 days. Okay, B and C together in 140 days. Okay, A and C together in 60 days. Okay, so this is what the data he gave. He is asking A plus B plus C how many days? A alone how many days? B alone how many days? Okay, good. So what I will do is I'll go with the LCM 70, 140 and 60. The LCM goes to be 420 units. 1 day's work is 420 by 70, that is equal to 6. 420 by 140, that is equal to 3. 420 by 60, that is equal to 7. Add it, how much you will get? 16. What is the 16? Sir, 2 times of A, 2 times of B, 2 times of C, right or no? Okay, this is 1 day's work of not A, B, C. 2 times of A, B and C. That means that in 1 day, A, B, C completes only 8 units. From here, the game is over. All the questions we can solve. First question is, in how many days A, B, C together can finish it, right or wrong? Okay, amount of work is 420. By per day's work is 8 units. Then it's the game. Okay, calculate, you will get the answer. 8 5s and 8 2.5. Okay, or 52.5 days is the time required. Okay. Suppose if he is asking A alone completes it in how many days? What's the rule? The amount of work that we have to complete by per day work of A. So I know the amount of work is 420. Means now I want the per day work of A. If I want per day work of A, sir, I know that A, B, C completes 8 units, sir. I want only A, means B and C I have to remove. Sir, B and C 1 day completes 3 units, sir. How much? 3 units. Okay, so that means that total is 8, means A alone 5 units. So amount of work by per day work. So that is equal to 84 days is the time required for only A alone. Suppose if you want similarly B alone, sir, B I want means A and C I have to remove. A and C together 7 units. A, B, C 8 means B only 1 unit. The amount of work by per day work. Okay, so 420 days is the time required for B. Similarly, you can calculate for C also. Okay, etc. etc. So in time and work, the concept runs on total amount of work, per day work. Okay, from there onwards, whatever is the narration that he gives, according to that we have to solve it. Am I right? Okay, so how he drives the question, we will go with these two things, just visualization. Okay, 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 that's it. Got it? So let's see the next beautiful one. Okay, so pipes and systems is a subtopic of time and work. What we can say about pipes and systems is very simple. In time and work, okay, in time and work, what we will do is, we will say some work, but we won't specify the what is the work. But in pipes and systems, we will specify the work. Okay, there is an inlet. Okay, suppose this is my tank, beautiful tank. Okay, here is an inlet pipe. This is trying to fill the tank in suppose 20 minutes. Here is another inlet pipe that is trying to fill the tank in 30 minutes. Suppose here is a leak or an outlet. Okay, leak and outlet both are not safe. Remember that. Okay, so leak outlet means it is also a pipe that we have to open manually, whereas leak is a hole. Okay, which automatically opens. Until you shut it, it will works continuously. That is the difference between leak and outlet. Okay, good. So suppose this will empty the full tank in suppose 50 minutes. This is inlet, right? This is inlet, right? This is outlet. Okay. When all the three are working, how much time the tank will be filled? So only one small change you have to realize about time and work and pipes and system. Then you can do all the problems of pipes and system. Okay, inlet 1 in how much time? 20 minutes. Inlet 2 suppose 30 minutes. Outlet around 15 minutes. Okay. Take the LCM. Okay. So LCM is 20, 30 means 60 and 5 means 300. Okay. Now we have to go with 1 minute work. This time not 1 day's work because the time units are in terms of minutes, right? 1 minute work. Okay, 300 by 20 means 15. 300 by 30 means 10. Okay, 300 by 50 means 6. But this is minus. Why it is minus? Sir, he is doing the negative work. Am I right or no? He is emptying. Okay. So 25 minus 6, 19 units is the total amount of work. In 1 minute they will complete. The amount of work they have to complete is 300. By per minute 19. So if you simplify, you get the answer. Okay, this is the answer. So only precaution that you have to take is negative. That's it. Okay, this is about pipes and systems. Okay, and coming to time and work. Okay, time and work, everybody knows very well. Okay, only the things is what is formula, what is concept. That's it. Okay, everybody knows that distance traveled is nothing but speed into time. Speed is nothing but distance by time. Time is nothing but distance by speed. Okay, first these 3 points, the fundamentals you should memorize a lot. Next one, 1 kmph is equals to 5 by 18 meters per second. 1 meter per second is equals to 18 by 5 kmv. Okay. This next one. Next one. In this one, the one you have to notice is, first of all, average speed. Always remember, average speed means total distance traveled by total time taken, right or no? Total time taken. This is average speed. Average speed's another name is single speed throughout the journey. What is another one? Single speed throughout the journey. Next one. Next one. So we have to know time constant. So if time is constant, we can say that distance and speed are direct proportion. Means distances ratio is nothing but speed's ratio, right? Okay, this is time constant. When do we say that time is constant? Is both started simultaneously, and if they both met at any point, so then we will say that time is constant. Speed constant and distance constant in general we won't use, but I will explain you. Okay, if speed is constant, distance and time are direct proportion, and distances ratio is nothing but times ratio, right? And distance constant. Okay, so distance constant means we can say that, okay, speed and time are inversely proportional. So speed's ratios reciprocal is nothing but times ratio, right or wrong? So next one we have to know about relative speed. When do we go for relative speed? Okay, relative speed. And remember few points that, so we will feel that here it's not a topic of physics. So distance and displacement both are same here in our time and distance. But really it is different, right? Speed and velocity are same for us, but in the real life it is different, right or wrong? Okay, next one. So relative speed means when two objects are moving in same direction, okay, relative speed is difference of their speeds. When two objects are moving in opposite directions, either like this or like this, then relative speed is sum of their speeds. When do we go for relative speed? When two objects started moving simultaneously. Okay, when two objects started moving simultaneously, if you kept one at rest, if you imagine one at rest, the other moves with relative speed. The other one moves with relative speed. Relative speed. So exactly speaking, all the problems of time and distance we will complete by using these topics. Right? So trains is a subtopic of relative speed. Trains is a subtopic of relative speed. Next, boats and streams. Boats and streams. You take this one, boats and streams. Okay, what we can say is, yeah, good. Boats and streams. So, boat and the river both are moving in same direction. We call it as speed of the boat in downstream. Formula is speed of the boat in still water plus speed of the river. Boat and river both are moving in opposite direction. We will say that it is upstream. Speed of the boat in upstream is equal to speed of the boat in still water minus speed of the river. If you want speed of the boat in still water, that is half of speed of the boat in downstream plus speed of the boat in upstream. And if you want speed of the river or current, half of speed of the boat in downstream minus speed of the boat in upstream, right or no? Like this we will discuss. Okay, that is enough for us. Okay, right. So hope you understand. Okay, so hope you revised all the content of our aptitude. You, my dear listeners, thank you for your support. Okay, if you continue your support, we will give you the best and best again and again. Okay, and if you feel this is helpful for you in your preparation, please do share with your friends so that it will be beneficial to them also. Okay, so collectively we will win. Okay, thank you, my dear listeners. Myself, Amarnath Mani, signing off. Jai Hind.